Mix me on the track line. 759 on the beat.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live. What is up with everybody? We are here. We're late, but we're here nonetheless. you know,
I was trying to call you.
like we're just here.
I was trying to call you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Do I sound good? Am I sounding correct? Am I
Yes.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the RTIM Show. We are here live on Facebook Live, YouTube, and also Twitter. And as soon as Minx get everything together, we may be live on Caffeine, correct?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
All right. So while she's doing that and getting that together, we would like to thank you for tuning in with us tonight, whether it be a live stream or the replay. And shout out to everybody that checks us out on the replay. Like for real, for real. Like we definitely appreciate y'all on the replay. You know what I mean? So a million thanks to y'all because little do y'all know, we are blowing up every time y'all press play. And I love it. But also, Minx and I, we have a bit of a dilemma, a gift and a curse, if you will. Seems like every time we talk about something that comes to fruition, sometimes we just need to know when to shut the fuck up. But anyway, we are here. I know, right? We just couldn't. But we're here. We are your hosts. I'm 759 on the screen, on the scene, always ready to do my thing. Joined by my homegirl, everyone's favorite Minx, the Bronx bully, the beast from the east with the gap in the teeth. But that's perfectly okay. AKA Merciless Minx, AKA Bruja Bars, Bruja Nasty. If you're nasty, it's my girl Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cooter, call her what you want to call her. Just don't call her a copycat. Do they dig, Minx, or do they dig?
I hope you did.
And if not, we do have two words for you.
Le Cheval.
Yes, ma'am. So we are indeed here. It is hot as fuck, and I'm irritated. So what's been going on with you today? This weather makes anybody just lash the hell out. You know, this type of weather. It was exactly 97 degrees here in Lynchburg, Virginia. It was 90 degrees in New York. It was 80 degrees in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I'm like, damn it, why couldn't I have been there on the beach? But yeah, I did not go outside. I did, however, get caught in a mini storm. I didn't get rained on, thank God. I was on the bus and I happened to look to my left and saw a big ass flash of light. And I said very loud because I had my earbuds in. I didn't realize how loud I was. I said, "Oh hell no! I don't do lightning. I don't like being out in the rain or anything like that." So my bus driver was like, "Be careful getting home." And I'm like, "Bitch, did you not pass two down trees in the middle of the street? Like, come on now."
For
But
real.
yeah, for real. But storm passed, lasted maybe 10 minutes tops. But it's supposed to cool down a little bit tomorrow. I will be part of a wedding party, if you will. My cousin and his fiance is getting married tomorrow.
Oh,
Uh, the nuptials and things of that nature. So, uh, the unofficial congratulations of my cousin Matthew and soon to be Tiana Smith. We will be wine and dining and ugly crying at these people's wedding. So, the unofficial congratulations today, the official tomorrow. So,
nice, nice.
yes, when you marry into this family, you have to give yourself some time to figure us out because we are some nutcases. But anyway, that's a whole nother book, a whole nother chapter, a whole nother library. Minx, what's going on with you?
Nothing much. Just a lot of just seems like the retrograde that we are going through is
Oh
on
Lord.
some fuck you time.
Hmm.
I don't
You
know.
don't say.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. I lost my mojo. You know what I'm saying? I had no energy to be creative, which is a very weird thing for me
Mm-hmm.
since we know we're, creative folks over here.
Of
Um,
course.
I, I lost my mojo. And then I was getting mad at everybody. Like, leave me alone. It's gone.
I lost my mojo. It ain't coming back.
It ain't coming back. Um,
By the way, real quick, if you hear a slight rattling, that's my jet turbine of a fan over here. I thought I fixed it. So if you do hear it, I do apologize, but I'm not turning it off. It's hot.
no, it was definitely one of those weeks.
I think it wasn't just you. It was me and quite a few people at the job. Everybody just seemed very drained. And it wasn't like the physical drain. It was like
Like I,
life is whooping our ass.
not like you know what I felt like, not like lazy, because
Right.
I know there's a lot of people that they don't understand the anatomy of women and our hormonal changes. So I would notice this sometimes before, my lady friend I hate, you know,
That
before,
bitch.
before she stopped by and shit, I'd be feeling like not like myself. I don't feel like myself. I feel like yo, like I hate everybody and everything, and I hate this world, and I hate this universe, and then the shit happens, and I'm like, I didn't mean that. My
Not
bad.
at all. Yeah, I felt myself getting kind of for no reason at all. And this normally doesn't happen to me. Like I got kind of, I don't know. I don't want to call it emotional, but I just chalked it up to that bitch. And
Yeah, I
eh,
get, I get like
like life is beating ass and we don't know how to navigate. There's no book, but there's mercury in all the Gatorade.
not only that, it's just well, first of all, I wanted to give a shout out to Mad Dog McGraw. I appreciate you for trusting my business. You know
Mm-hmm,
what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? I have finally began accepting like real work. Right. Finally, I started accepting real work for Minx Radio. So to have such a fucking nightmare because of a company, not the client, but the company that helps me get my papes, man, listen, just stick with PayPal, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say. Stick with PayPal.
Yeah, when it comes to professional money making, PayPal is usually the way to go.
Just stick
Like,
with that, yeah.
that's like PayPal, or some people still use Venmo.
Venmo,
Um,
Stripe, don't say Cash App.
yeah, no, Cash App is strictly for, hey bitch, here's $5, go get something to eat.
Or hey dear, send me your life savings. Um,
Oops, you are beautiful princess. Would you like to become my bride?
but Exactly. So, it's a trap. That's what it felt like. But yes, I was so happy to work with him. It's just a real tough world out here in the world of hip hop when it comes to blogging. You got people that think that a blog is hey, this is a dope song. Press play, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, and the link for you to hit a Spotify for you Spotify to open. And no, that I take pride in blogging. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Hell, you could do that on your own.
yeah, yeah. Might as well do it on your own. But I take pride in blogging, in hip hop blogging, music blogging in itself. Like I want to read that somebody actually had words for what they felt about my record.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying that something is trash or something is dope is not enough.
That's a half-ass. I won't even call that a review.
That's not even a review. That's a riff. Um,
The R.
that's a riff. But yeah, I really feel like a lot of the platforms that are out here are bullshit. And to be that person to I almost have to take an L of non-payment from a company because they are the liaison in between client and service person.
Mm-hmm.
I still gave that shit my all, you know what I'm saying? And that's it, so again, I'm always accepting. I don't do song reviews as of like how everybody jumped on the bandwagon of send me $5 and I'll play it. And I don't,
$75. Do you believe? Do you believe your own product?
yeah,
$5.
Cash at me $5 and I'll play it in front of a room of bots. But I will say one thing I wanted to tell you, Station Head, right? Station Head. I've been hanging out on there. Very surprised that that place has become literally a fucking streaming farm.
Of course. But we knew that. We knew that was coming.
We knew that until they just enabled a new feature.
Mm-hmm.
They now have channels. They now have channels. So it's bad. Like, look, all I have to say is, at first I was getting really frustrated about this BTS shit. Like, I'm tired of this K-pop shit. I'm tired of it. It's everywhere. Like,
That was halfway. That was between BTS and Nicki Minaj. Like that shit became so annoying.
But you know what? I will say shout out to Snapchat for the like. I saw that y'all liked my tweet the other day. They actually have on Snapchat this thing called Snapchat subscriptions. So basically it's like your shade room and all that, but you feel like you're watching like VH1 with one of those like Hollywood news type shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm on Snapchat just bored, and I saw that there was like a story on there about Kim Kardashian blackfishing. And they said Kim Kardashian blackfishing for the last time and users call her out. I said, what? So I felt like I was watching a whole reality show. Like I was like, I'm on Snapchat. So I watched that, which was interesting. And then that's what led me to the K-pop shit. There was a story about the mental health of K-pop performers. And I have to say that, after watching this entire series, I was surprised. I was going to send it to people. People like, I don't fuck with Snapchat. I said, you should at least watch some of these. They got shows on there. They got like a lot of shows on there, like Me on My Block or something like that. There's a couple of good shows on there. I actually hit them up to find out how much it costs to put a show on that shit. Because you know what I'm saying. They got the foot traffic. No matter what people say, I don't give a fuck. Everybody uses Snapchat. It's either you using it for the filters or the map.
Using it for the sneaky links.
Right. But I said to myself, like, if I'm a local business, Snapchat is what you want to use because that's how you're letting people know in your area what the fuck you're doing. I've had people hit me up and say, what part of the Bronx you from? They're in the Bronx.
Uptown, baby. Uptown, baby. Sorry.
I was like, what part of the Bronx are you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from, you give a like a local landmark. Like, I'm by Fordham. Yeah, I'm by Fordham Road. Yeah, that's like 10 blocks from me. They're like, I've never heard you as a rapper around here. Like, send me your links. And these is people on Snapchat. So I was like, if I'm trying to be a local celebrity and shit, might as well. So I literally just started using Snapchat for that. But back to the K-pop story. I was so angry with the K-pop fans. Y'all are driving these mofos to unalive themselves. I'm letting y'all know that. The amount of pressure that y'all put on these celebrities is out of control. I mean, no lie, K-pop is holding the world on their back. That's why I think that Drake came out with such a questionable EP.
You know, I said I was going to, you know what? Shout out to my homeboy DJ Cam Wheeler. He said that Drake's album sounds like your local rapper's album that was made into their mother's basement. I tried to give it a quick listen. I only got to track 2. I got halfway through verse 1, and I'm like, nah, this ain't for me. Now I'm not gonna say it was. I'm not gonna say I hated it because I didn't give it a full listen, the whole album a full listen. But apparently, people have been skipping just to hear the 21 Savage feature, and it's only
That's
apparently
literally the last song on the record.
and there's only 2. Well, so far only 2 good songs on this album. And what we need to understand is
a hard won good song, I would say.
Well, they're saying the 21 feature is dope. And the song entitled Sticky.
I hate that song.
Okay, well, I haven't got there yet. So
I
what
never want to hear Drake ever say pussy ever again.
Ew. Yeah, I don't like that word.
Ever again. I'm in here chilling, you know. People were literally like, you read that Drake was about to drop an album. You had your get right package, okay?
Right.
I'm sitting here getting right. I'm like, all right, put the headphones on. I'm like, all right. I get to the first track and I'm like,
the intro kind of threw me off because I'm like, it was just 13 seconds of music.
First of all, to the 3 people that texted me at 1:30 this morning talking about, well, we can tell that Drake listened to Prelude. Yes. I feel like that man listened to my album. I feel like I inspired Drake's entire album. I really do.
See, I'm not even gonna put no. I'm not saying he didn't, but
what other artist out here? I'm not talking Doja Cat. I don't want Doja Cat is eliminated from this conversation.
And apparently they have already put Doja and Drake in the same conversation when it comes to they're versatile artists. Drake is a pop. They're trying to label him as a pop singer. No, he came out as an underground rap artist.
Drake.
He
is a actor.
First and foremost, yes.
Drake is an actor. I tell everybody all the time he's a fucking actor. There's nothing wrong with being an actor, but Jamie Foxx was an artist that became an actor. Jamie Foxx was an artist that became an actor. Drake is an actor that became an artist.
Yeah, because he came out what they call melodic rapping. I just don't like how he. Oh my gosh, I know I've said this before, but track 2, I think it's called Text Go Green. Oh, I really tried to get into it.
I couldn't.
The nasal plus the auto tune plus the. Yeah. It's giving me Eric Cartman. But I said I was going to give it a good listen, although Drake is really not my cup of tea. The what they call this album the uns music, because it's dance. It's dance. It's giving off house dance.
Said, I was so upset when they said they said this is they them music. They them music. What on earth is that?
No.
What on earth is that? There was there was
they them music. Is that what we're calling uns music?
They're calling it they them music. I saw that shit at 1 o'clock this morning. I said, you are a prominent blogger for you to say that.
No.
I'm just quoting what these fellas are saying. I'm not saying that that's what I'm saying. But
their music.
I feel like, again, like Drake bit off of me. I'm sorry. I was the only artist out here rapping on fucking dance music I was the only artist out here doing that shit. When I listened to that, somebody was like, yo, frequency much? Yeah, frequency much? I'm the one that I took T-Pain screaming, do something different, do something else. Turned that into a dance record and had me rap it all, you know, saying, I'm not the mood, and I'm not the vibe. And then, yeah, then you come out with Prelude Part 2, basically. Because, listen, the beats, I felt.
The producer for this album is a Caribbean, I don't want to call him a Caribbean producer. I'm trying to remember his name is DJ something or another. Hold on, let me look.
DJ Influence?
No, stop. Like, we're a podcast. We're supposed to know this shit. Hang on a second. Oh. DJ. That should have been my name. Hold on. Honestly, never mind. Okay.
Honestly, never mind. Like, honestly, never mind.
That's the perfect title for this album. Honestly, never mind.
This poster my wall as cover.
Who did that?
Drake did. He probably woke up at 1 o'clock.
Oh, you know what?
He said, I'm gonna do this shit
I just
myself.
want this dancey. Lord. Listen, I thought when Kanye did his album for
Calling My Name, that's the name with him using the P word that he should never ever use again. Ever.
Yeah, ew. I thought Kanye West taking a picture of Wyoming and putting it as his cover was lazy, but I would much rather that than the foolery that I saw, because it looked like the beginning, someone starting off using Photoshop and not quite nailing it.
He didn't even. They did. Look, they freelanced the fuck out of this album. I'm telling you.
And the album is supposed to be dedicated to Virgil Abloh,
which I
and if you go to Apple Music and you go to his album, let's see. I don't want to play it. I just want to see it. Please do not play it because I do not care. All right. You know where they put the...
I know.
Ugh. All right. So where they put the description of the album, Drake's blah, blah, blah album with this, and this. It starts off with this long TLDR-ass intro. I let my humbleness turn to numbness at times, letting time go by, knowing I got the endurance to catch it at another time. Like, the shit's rhyming. I just want to play a clip, but I know we're going to get blocked, so I'm not going to.
My favorite song on the album, no lie, is called Flights Booked. I will play that. I will play that at Ride Land on that Starship shit. The UFO ride where you got to hold on to the sides and the shit goes around in circles and you listen to the music. I will play that.
Okay.
I will want to be pinned against, because of gravity as the song fades out because I'm becoming nauseous. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, so people have been saying that Sticky is a good one and Jimmy Cooks is a good one.
I think we have to let it grow. Like, it just dropped.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah.
You gotta let it grow. Like, let a couple of influencers get their hands on it and pick the right part.
Because CLB just dropped like not even a good year ago, and people are still jamming off of that. So he knows what he's doing.
This is the great reset, right, with music, because
he knows what he's doing.
Everybody and their mom, I hate to say it, they're tired of rap. They're tired of rap because, hip hop is not rap. I keep telling people this. Hip hop is hip hop. Rap is rap. People are tired of the raps. They miss the hip hop. They miss the storytelling, the political conversation. Not this shoot your grandmother while she's, cashing in her lotto ticket and you're trying to get to come up to smoke some Reggie.
Yikes. That's the worst damn villain origin story I've ever heard. that fucking sucks.
That's the type of shit that they...
Why you got the blam gram? Like, what's going on? What the fuck? But yeah, Drake knows what he's doing with this album. Of course, he dropped it 6 hours after the announcement. There's no leading single. There's no walk up. There's no intro. There's just bam. Honestly, never mind. Here it is. Joey Badass was supposed to have dropped his album as well, but then he said, "Well, you know what? We got a sample clearance that we got to work out." No, 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 no. You knew that your shit was not going to get the first bit of play if you dropped around the same time Drake did. That's strategic marketing as well, Mr. Joey Badass. I applaud you. You weren't slick though. We knew the game plan. We
You
knew the game plan.
fucking knew.
You Before we get into that, y'all, we have to give it to y'all. We haven't done it yet. We just go right in with the foolery, the fuckery, and shenanigans, which we like to provide you guys with. But first and foremost, we got to give you this good old look at that bad boy. Ain't it pretty? The often imitated but can never be duplicated. Here, nigga. Damn, 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 damn. Damn, 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 damn. Award because you did not ask for it. But we're giving it to you anyway because it's free. And who don't like free shit?
I should go live on TikTok.
You know, I start to, but my topics are on my phone and I don't have a second one. That would be freaking dope though.
That really would. That really would.
Nah, I ain't trying to get kicked off like first live. No, I ain't trying to do that.
You know they're gonna kick us. I want to test that theory. Will they kick my black ass off?
We just gave you 3,000 followers. Ban the bitch. Like, no. And shout out to everybody who's followed me. 759-434 on TikTok, by the way. Numbers
Yes.
going up. Numbers going up, baby. Also follow Minx at Bruhan Barnes. Your name should be Shadow Band Queen, because God Lee, what's going on?
Let me tell you.
Does not want you to be great or not.
I literally, I hate social media. I'm fucking done with it. I don't want to be on it no more. Like the fun is out of like 1 + 1 is 2. Oh my God, I'm so offended because the plus sign is just so against my religion.
Ooh,
Okay. I'm just so tired. Everyone is so fucking offended by everything. They're offended. They flag you. They actually have Discord groups that they motherfuckers really wake up in the morning, take a morning piss and say, okay, so are you all going to mass report today or
what we're gonna do? I haven't had my coffee, but I can report some pages. What's up?
Yeah, I'm tired of it, right? So I haven't been posting on TikTok like that. Like I just said, my video, like I had to take a temperature check regarding my platforms because I'm like, what do y'all want from me? What do y'all want? What the fuck do y'all want from me? I want to know, right? So people are like, oh, you should go live more. Okay, go live, and then when they yoink that shit, now what?
Now you have to keep making fake pages, and nobody's really got. And then you have to get that to at least 1,000. It took me almost 2 years to get what I have. I don't know if I can give you another 2 years of trying to build a second page.
Raheem says, "Wow, Minx, yeah, man. I be on caffeine though. I'm a late night streamer now. I came onto caffeine the first night, and I was just gaming. I was playing Apex Legends, and then I was just showing some videos I had recorded while I'm not live. So we were just watching those videos, watching some YouTube videos, talking about Little Trash Can, shit like that. And I felt like with, I remember you. I see you popping in and out. I know this is like a URL event, I believe. Patrice. Oh, hey, Patrice.
Hey, Patrice.
It's like social media is just not, it's not fun anymore, man. It's just not fun. Like you're worried about
becoming too PC.
You're worried about feelings. Raheem says, I laid off battle rap for a while, so this app is useless. It's not that useless. I mean, I would say this is a great playing ground for people to get comfortable as a streamer.
But as for people like us who have been on this app consistently for a while, it's a hit and miss with it's a hit and miss with us as far as the podcast is concerned.
Oh shit. I'm over here rushing to take a screenshot of Patrice's message, and I have like all my my chat is on the left. She says that she has not been getting any notifications when we go live. Why would you? Right? I was on here talking about Trump the other night, and I got clipped.
You knew that was going to happen.
It was so funny though. Everybody they stayed and waited. They stayed and waited because when you're, it's not that easy to just cam right back up. I'm VTubing. I'm my avatar. I gotta go back around and I gotta go plug back up. Then Caffeine says we can't detect your camera, right? Because my avatar is me. So now I had to restart the shit. I had to put my hand like this so I could, so they don't see my fucking raggedy ass at 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, cool. And that's what I had to do. But all my streams that I have done on here, because the late night streams are different. They're different. I actually was watching I forgot her name. Lord help my soul. She is a battle rapper. And she was playing her music, and I wanted to jump through the phone. God, blow up off of this shit. She had some tunes, honey. I was very much impressed. I was like a stan in the comments.
But you can't remember her name. Damn it, Mix.
I forgot.
We could have had her.
Yeah, man.
I got her over here.
I got water in the brain a little bit. I got water in the brain. But yes, I am shadow banned heavily across social media. They're like, fuck you and your followers, all 46,000 of them.
Oh, 46,000 of them, because you know why?
Damn, son.
I was getting it in.
But that's how they do you, though. I haven't gone live yet. I'm really trying to pick a good day and time to do so. Also, topics we're going to talk about, because I need to figure out if I plan on doing any live DJing. I need to figure that out as far as the sound's concerned, because I don't want no clippy ass, Android ass. You know what I'm talking about.
There's a lot of people right now, DJs right now on TikTok that
yeah.
I would do it. I'll co-host.
I want to do it, but I need to figure out how in the hell, with just my phone, can I get my sound crispy clear? Because I don't want that Android potato AOL's logging on sound bullshit. I don't want that. I want crispy clear 4K. You see me. Because even if I put my tripod in front of my monitor here, it's not going to give what it's supposed to give.
I noticed that with TikTok, actually mostly TikTok and all those Japanese, Korean owned stuff, they all have them, those grainy ass footage, even if it is an iPhone. Patrice says, do you plan on DJing on Caffeine or Twitch?
Fuck Twitch. I plan on
Twitch is, oh Lord.
Twitch ain't twitching for me. If I might do Caffeine. It's easier for me on Caffeine because I can do it from the desktop. I would like to try it on TikTok, but again, I need to figure out the sound and how to get that crispy, crystal clear. I want to give you an authentic, DJ experience. I don't want you and hear my drop, DJ 9.
You would be glitching the fuck out.
Right. I don't want that.
Especially like the ones that I like when I'm scrolling by in the middle of the night. And you have two creators that are like going back and
forth.
Hold on. Is that Prince?
It's a bunch of fucking motorcycles, you rude motherfucker. There's a bike rally. There's a bike rally or something getting ready to pop off over the weekend. And Shout out to the Millennium Sport Riders, by the way, here in Lynchburg. My homeboy Byron's a part of that group, but y'all are some rude motherfuckers. All right, so what were we talking about? Yeah, so I would like to give people an authentic, mix, a good experience. My
How about
first time live on
Facebook?
TikTok.
Why not Facebook?
Facebook, no, hell, you saw what happened to me
If
when I
you
was doing Virus Vibes.
if you were doing it as a page,
I did it as a page, and they still flagged me. I'm still getting flagged for videos I did back in April of 2019.
they tried to flag me for using that Kendrick Lamar song for one of my gaming videos. I sent them a very fucked up message back. I said, look, how the fuck do you celebrities expect your song to go viral if we get flagged for even using it?
A piece of it.
I'm not gonna make no money off of a fucking kill on Apex Legends.
That would be nice.
I'm not gonna make no money off of that. Like, it's like, I honestly, like, even like we just mentioned today with Twitch, right? The curse of Twitch has come for everyone, right? You sat there and let Black people get murdered on stream, and guess what they gave y'all? Let me tell you what they gave y'all. Because I've been watching people all day jump ship. They're like, okay, guys, so mew. This is my last stream. I'm going to YouTube because they want streamers who are affiliates. You have to have like maybe 3 ads before they show your stream in order for you to make money, and you don't even get a cut of that. Like,
I was gonna say, how was that gonna work? For you, for your advantage.
This is why I tell people, like, I want to do like a live stream one day to show y'all what it's like to be a live streamer, because y'all really seem to think it's all about switching on shit and that's it, right? You don't see the behind the scenes of like you loan somebody $25 and that's the amount of money you pay monthly for your streaming software, and then the mofo don't pay you back.
Oh, whoops.
So now you're like, I gotta sell merch. I gotta sell merch. I gotta sell a service. I gotta sell something, right? I'm the type of person, and again, there's some men in here that are gonna say, yo, can you clone yourself? Just a little, just clone yourself just so I can have a bitch like you. Because a lot of people will just say to me, why don't you just ask your man for the money? Fuck that.
She's not gonna do that.
Fuck that. My man will sit here counting his shit in front of me.
Shit.
And I'm like,
you sure you don't want a piece of this?
I will get my own money, dear. I will make my own funds.
I don't need your help. I'm not a charity.
He gets so upset with me, like, babe, I'm supposed to. I'm like, you're the one that gets up early. You're the one that has to slave in the traffic. You're the one that has to get yelled at. You're the one that has to stand all day. I don't feel comfortable asking my man for money unless it's for like house shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's stuff for the house, yes. But if my man is working and busting his ass and making sure we have the necessities, why should he have to invest into my little podcast? You see what I'm saying? Right? He gets
because because that little podcast one day is going to blow up and he won't have to work.
He
hopefully.
literally, he's like, you act like I'm a dude that lives upstairs, and you trying to ask me to. I'm your man. I'm supposed to give. You're not supposed to give me money as my man. You could say, look, I see that you're having a little bit of financial troubles. I will loan you. I'll take a loan. I'll take a loan from my man before I ask him, babe, could you please pay for my phone bill? He will get so frustrated with me. I was very independent before him, I guess. We're going on 7 years on the 25th.
You still can't bring yourself to ask.
No, I can't. So, of course,
like, hey, dog, listen, I'm about $40 show. You got me or not?
I look at my Cash App, right? It says from babe, you did not ask. I was like, I walk in, I was like, you sent me Cash App. He's like, I'm investing because I believe in Minx Radio. I didn't give it to you. I'm an investor. I'm like, I'm going to pay you back, right? I'm going to pay you back. Like, I'm actually going to like make
with
dinner.
Interest, sir. With interest.
I'm going to make dinner and actually fold the corners of the napkin this time. I promise. I'm just weird like that. I don't know. My mom tells me, my mom's like, "Why do you do that? You're not
I will
simple."
even polish your fork.
I will iron your drawers.
Oh no.
I will even sew your name into
Minx,
like
what are you doing? I'm putting your name on your underwear.
I'm just like I'm just so dainty like that, but I'm very independent. I don't believe like women seem like there's a tweet going around. I don't know if you saw it. A guy just met a woman.
Mm-hmm.
They just exchanged phone numbers.
Mm-hmm.
He text messages her like, "Hey, how's your day?" And she's like, "I'm great."
Oh yeah, I did see that this morning.
And she's like, I'm having like she's having seafood or something like that." And he's just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, you know what? Enjoy that." And then she says,
You could
"So
have offered to pay for my meal.
you can't reimburse me?"
Bitch, first of all, nobody told you to get that. Number two, who are you? Number three, why am I obligated to pay for your meal? I just met you. And reimburse what? You better reimburse your ass out my face.
Women should not ask men for money. I don't believe in that. Like my grandmother always told me, have your own. He has his own, you have your own, and y'all have what you share. What you contribute into the relationship. I don't believe that a woman should be like, "Oh, I want to go get my nails done. Hold on, let me call hubby. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, babe, the black card or the Amex?"
Oh, that's privilege.
Could never be me. I like to.
Now, if you were, however, surprised with,
Action figure. That's my broski. My broski.
hey, broski.
If y'all let me tell you, action figure, met him on TikTok, right? Amazing, right? Then I saw he was into the NFT stuff. I said, "What?" And now I found out that he has a cartoon. I was like, "Yeah." Oh my God.
Action figure, is your profile picture a spot of your cartoon there, or where can we find it? Where can we find it?
Part of it.
Plug it.
And he's been recently using the cartoon in TikTok, like to talk about real issues. Like I couldn't go up on TikTok as LT, like, "Yo, so that ain't it. Let's talk about this is that ain't it series. Like I want y'all to hit up LT, ask him some shit. He gonna tell you if that ain't it or if it's it."
The action figure on YouTube. Okay.
Yes, follow him. Amazing creator. I fell in love with the work, the ideas, just the overall like. I would love his videos because when like it'll be like a situation like it's outrage, right? And he'll be like, "Now that's got to be the stupidest motherfucking thing." I'm like, "Yo, you just like me, bro. You just like me." Coming out, guns blazing, like, "Yo, mofos ain't got it." Like something ain't clicking.
See, cartoons and stuff like that take a lot of time and energy. Like you have to really love doing it to do it.
And love the character.
How long have you been making cartoons, action figure?
He's on expert mode. He literally got like expert mode about 10 years.
Oh, really?
Right.
About 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was watching because I've been in VR watching stuff lately because they just gave us YouTube to be able to watch videos and to be on my YouTube channel and watching my favorite creators. It's in like a big ass theater. You guys have no idea how amazing it is. To you think it's just us looking at a phone and, "Oh well, I give you the like." I'm like this. Oh shit!
With the
Wow! Like you are wrapped around the whole block.
and I can see all of it.
I can see all of it. Like you feel it. And I have my rooms public. So I could be watching any videos that my friends have on YouTube. People come in, "What's this about?" I'm like, "Did you not see in the show description? It says no talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up before my mods get here."
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to escort your ass the fuck out.
Block.
You get the biggity bliggity block.
But yeah, action figure. I really love his content. He's very, very intelligent, very smart, very creative. And these are the people that we look for. I look for people to wow me.
Well, I will be checking your art out, sir, after this podcast. See, we like to promote and go up for independent Black creators such as yourself, because we are while we are an indie music podcast, we like all things indie apparently. So if you have a cartoon, music, art, you paint, do surreal painting, uh, you're a sculptor, whatever it is, we would like to plug you guys on here.
Get it here. Get it to us.
Get it here. Get it right here.
Yes.
Right here. All right, so I know we kind of just dove right on into the topics.
We have no format. Our format is whatever the fuck we vibing with.
Super the fuck random. that's what we do.
It's like
For those who are tuning in with us for the first time, this ain't Joe Budden. This is not See the Thing Is. This is not the Need to Know. This is not the Breakfast Club. This is the Random Talking Indie Music Show, baby. When we say random, that's just what the fuck we mean.
We are random. We
are super random. Speaking of random, why is Joel Santana trying to do a versus with Rakim? No, it was Jim. No, wait. No, it was Joel Santana. He wants to do a versus with Rakim. Jim Jones says he wants to do a versus with Lloyd Banks. Let me please get that together, because I find all of it comical and just hilarious. They're smoking drugs. They are on crack. They will get washed, and that's just that on that.
Is versus still a thing? Like, people are still...
Yes and no, because one, it doesn't have that appeal that it had before. Like the last great versus, they said, was the one with Jadakiss, with the Locks versus Dipset. They said that was the greatest versus. But my opinion of the greatest versus was before they sold out.
Who?
My favorite versus was, I did enjoy who was it? Patty.
I heard that was a good one.
Yeah. Patty LaBelle, Dionne Warwick popped on for a little bit. Gladys Knight. It was Patty LaBelle and Gladys Knight. My first favorite, it was Erica and Jill. Yeah, Patrice. That, even though they were lit as fuck, but that's Erykah Badu for you.
Divas.
But the vibes were there once they got to playing each other's songs, vibing with each other, storytelling. I wrote this for my sister because she do, and I wrote this for my sister because she do. Now y'all, we just want the music. We don't want a story behind it. Just shut up, bitch. Play the music. Like, y'all need to shut. That was the best format.
We will never hear that. We don't have behind the music no more.
Once they sold to Triller, it went commercial. It went pop with it. I think the best versus was the Locks versus Dipset, because Jadakiss just bodied all of them by himself. But now, hold on, let me do a little scrolling here. Let's see. Apparently, Joel Santana wants to battle Memphis Bleak. Jim Jones wants to come after Rakim. Joel's wants to go after Lloyd Banks as well. Like, what the fuck? Joel's. Yeah, 3-6 and Bone Thugs. Yeah, until they got to scrapping a little bit. I did hear about that. I didn't watch it, but I did hear about it. They kiss and made up afterwards. But
this is more catalog grabbing.
Just listen to this. Jim Jones versus Rakim. Just listen to that. Just let it breathe.
It don't sound right. It don't sound right.
Joel Santana versus Lloyd Banks.
Nah.
It
don't sound right.
Banks got a pen. Rakim Ben had a pen for over 40 years. Like, you're not gonna bet. That's not a battle. That's a one-sided slaughter that I would mind seeing.
Lloyd Banks would kill him on mixtapes alone.
Yes, ma'am.
If there was a versus in the future, who do you think would go against Drake? I hate to bring up Drake, but I have to, because that, in my lifetime, that's probably the only verses I will watch. Anyone that decided to take on Drake.
That is a great question.
That would probably be Doja Cat. Well, not really. Doja Cat don't have that many bangers.
No. To be completely honest, at this point, the run that he has had, I don't know if anybody could touch Drake. For real.
I'll
And-
take him on. I'm gonna take him on. I'm gonna take him on. I'll take him on.
You want to take one for the team, Meeks?
Look, I really
Very noble of you, ma'am. Very noble of you. I
The ne-
really don't know anybody mainstream who would go up against him and have a formidable competition.
Chris Brown.
I don't know. Ooh, Breezy?
Chris Brown.
Breezy? Ooh. On the singing tip, yeah, I give it to Breezy, but of course Drake is not gonna do just his singing tracks. Because he doesn't just sing, he's a melodic rapper. Yeah, Patrice, I'm kind of with you on that. I don't think anybody will come close.
Nobody.
Maybe Chris.
What is Drake great at besides features? I mean,
Now, if you had a feature versus, then
he would take.
Drake versus French Montana. Drake versus DJ Khaled. Drake versus hell, who uses a lot of features in their shit? Anybody. DJ Khaled versus Drake on a feature versus.
I also want to say too, I'm bringing back this problematic ass topic. I have to.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me. Okay, I gotta cut it off because we will get muted after 30 seconds. Nope.
I really think, first of all, I want to say, haha, I was maybe the first 10 people that joined Tory Lane's server. Okay. Now, again, I'm very upset. Like I don't give a fuck if he shot Meg at this point. I don't care. The bitch did not die. Okay, I'm not gonna call her bitch. She didn't die.
See,
She was-
we're glitching just because you said that.
Yeah. Alexa, stop.
That bitch.
She did not die. She did not die. You have reports that are saying that the doctors that were on that case were saying that that woman stepped on glass. The way that I look at it, whether you like this dude or not, oh, we must protect black women. You are still calling black women bitches. You are still calling black women hoes. So don't sit there and talk about what we need to protect. Okay. Now, Tory Lanez, that boy got some heat. I have, up until this point, I've never heard of one Tory Lanez song. I just heard Tory Lanez way before he shot Meg, or allegedly shot.
I've heard him on features.
I-
Features was all right.
Look, I'm finding out songs that I heard. I'm a type of person, when I listen to a song, I don't say, I wonder who that's by. I don't really care. I'm like, song is hot. If I really like it, I'm a Shazam it. But other than that, I don't really care who did the song. If it's dope, it's dope. But I actually, joined his server, and I'm gonna tell y'all that y'all need to give him a chance. He is putting not only himself on, he is helping put on artists that fuck with him. Right? His whole Discord server is all about promo and working together and, listening to his shit and his retweets and all that. But it's all about the people coming together. He has amazing music. I refuse to let Megan Thee Stallion destroy his career because of some alleged shit. The only song I like from him is a song where he used a Brown Stone sample. Yes. And he got, I'm not gonna say bangers, but he has some, stuff that's
A lot of his music, it has the 90s sample in it.
Yeah. And I respect that. But of course, like with Chris Brown, right? Y'all sat there and trampled on this man because he wrote congratulations in his story. Didn't tag Rihanna. Didn't tag her. This is why I say,
But we knew.
we knew, but this is what
knew.
I say to people, like, if you have been in an abusive relationship, right? I'm speaking for myself as a person that was abused. Okay. When you keep reminding us after we have already come to terms with shit, you don't think that as a fan, you're being traumatic to Rihanna with constantly reminding her that Chris Brown hit her? I'm pretty sure she remembers. Y'all don't let her forget. So when it comes to Chris Brown, I'm like, he was young, right? Like most of these kids, they think that, okay, I'm gonna slap the shit out this bitch. They don't realize that stays with you for life.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not advocating for abuse. Again, I just said I was in an abusive relationship. I know what it's like to get sucker punched. All right. I know what that's like. But if I have people in my family and my friends after I have done thrived and fell in love and have a new life and all this, remember what happened that night when, bitch,
Yeah, no.
were you there? I kind of regret telling you. I kind of regret
Because now you won't shut the hell up about it.
Right. Like it's annoying. Like, okay, I'm pretty sure Rihanna's not. Oh my God! I just had my baby, my little bundle of joy, and then her fans, Rihanna tagging her. Rihanna, Chris Brown wished you congratulations. How dare he? I don't think Rihanna gives a flying fuck.
Not one piece of flying fuck.
But y'all are tagging her to tell her that she needs to regulate. What do y'all want these celebrities to do after they have apologized?
They don't live for you.
What
They
do you
can't
want?
live for you because they will live up to some very unrealistic expectations. And speaking of growth and apologizing,
I know
they're
you-
after Saucy Santa. You knew, you fucking
I do.
knew.
And Lizzo next after that, right?
And Lizzo next is after that. Yeah, no, Lizzo next. Yeah, Saucy Santana. Like since his blow up, congratulations to him, more power to him. He's got a song coming out that uses the same sample that Beyonce used for shit. I got the song in my head and I can't think of it. God dang dang.
Drunken Love. Please don't say Drunken Love. Please don't say Drunken Love.
Crazy in Love, sorry. That's the one. Crazy in Love. I really had to sing the hook in my head. Crazy in Love. So Saucy Santana got a new song called Booty, and it starts off with the 4-bar horn intro, similar to Beyonce. And then, of course, here comes, you should apologize because you sat there and you talked about Blue Ivy. First of all, why do y'all have to bring that up? He's trying to promote a new song, and the first thing y'all did was listen to the first 4 bars of the intro or 2 bars of the intro, however they measured it, and you said, oh, that's right. He talked about Blue Ivy's hair, said she was a nappy-headed hoe, and this, that, and the third. And Saucy Santana says,
He called her all that?
oh, he called her nappy-headed,
Oh, I thought he called the child a hoe. Because I'm about to
a hoe, a bitch, or something to that effect. But the LGBTQIA, they put bitch in there. Like, I call you a bitch and don't really mean it. But he came back and was like, y'all kill me because y'all expect us to live for you. You expect us to owe you, the people, an apology for something that had nothing to do with you. Do I owe Beyonce an apology? Most definitely. Most definitely. But I don't owe y'all shit, so I'm not apologizing to you. I have Beyonce's number. We can link and chop it up, and I will apologize because those tweets came out in 2014. I was 20 years old then. I'm 28. I've grown. I've prospered. Okay, yeah. You can grow. You can prosper. You can do all of that. You still called a little girl a nappy-headed hoe, bitch, slut, whatever you called her.
But this is the thing that I don't understand. And this is in our community a lot. Black people, we have always been that person to be in a supermarket, to be in the movie theater, to be at a restaurant. And I've seen my grandparents do it. I've seen my great aunties and my great uncles do it. But oh my God, look at that child's nappy head. They couldn't brush that. And I used to look at them like, why do you care about somebody else's fucking kid? But it was I feel like that was instilled in us as Black people.
Because they said it was self-hate if you didn't brush your hair.
Right.
If you didn't, wrap it up at night. If you didn't, you see, now we are embracing our naturalness. We are embracing our froze, our grays. We're just letting it hang out. However it grows, it's gonna grow, and that's how it's gonna go.
They were like, back then, because I remember back then I was reading those comments and shit back then.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, oh, her Blue doesn't have the texture hair for it to be like that. It should be combed back and parted and braided. And I was like, well, that's your kid. If you have a kid, like my child's hair she has our texture because we just discovered she has a kitchen. We just discovered. I was like, she got the kitchen. Yes. Something. So she has a kitchen, right? So I was one of those parents that, when she was first born, I didn't know what to do with it. 'Cause I was like, is it my texture or is it his? Do you brush it? Like, what do you do? So
Like,
when
do
it's,
you use a soft brush or do you just go straight for the flat iron?
I didn't know what to do, right? But when her hair, the first layer, comes out, it was just very, very curly. So I was like, oh, she has coily hair. Okay, cool. Now here I am, trying to find the right hair products and stuff because, I don't know, I don't have coily hair. My hair has always been wavy. So she got I think my mother's side texture because my sister has coily hair. I have wavy hair. So we've always been different in that sense. So I wouldn't let her go. Like I would just put a little hairband and, my mom, oh, you got to brush that up. I'm like,
Let her rock in her natural surrounding.
my favorite picture of her, I'm gonna find it, was when we went to the beach. And she had her big fro, like her big fro. And, I actually want to give that to my aunt to see if she wants to paint that. I think she would really capture it. But she's at the beach for the second time. And the waves came and the wind. And she was just like she just looked like a blues singer. Like she's going, oh, and you just see the fro. And it just is so full and beautiful and just so cute. That I was like, you telling me I had to brush that up? No.
And now she has hair close to her booty cheeks.
When we wash it, I have to use
the
the
gang signs.
Like,
cramp.
Like, hold on, I got it.
Time out, cramp. You have to massage your hand real quick.
It's bad. I got carpal tunnel.
My hair, I bet my hair has always been thick and coarse at times. As I got older, of course, the creamy crack was the go-to, but then I decided, hey, I need to leave that alone. And I went through my first lock journey, and boy, was that something. This is journey number 2. I kind of don't like it, but it's there.
Gina was
It just needs a little shaping. It just needs a little shaping. That's all.
Gina was like, you should, mommy, you should do the locks again. I said, but you don't understand. That was when I needed a protective hairstyle. You see, my hair is now down to my shoulders. And you see how crippled my finger is?
Is that the one you jammed up?
I found out yesterday during a Google search that this may take up to 2 years to heal.
Yikes. 2 years? You sure you didn't break it?
I took an x-ray. They said it's a contusion on the bone. So I said, a contusion on the bone, that's nothing. We're like a month after this incident that I still can't bend my hand. I said, what if I have like those
contusion on the bone?
Those villain moments.
Years?
I can't even go. Even that's a lot. As long as I can game, I'm happy. I feel like this is.
Well, you might want to be careful with that because you keep your hand, bent on the controls.
Well, yeah, I have to play like this, but yeah, this is like I thought it was broken, but it's like you can see the knuckle itself.
Yeah,
it is bad. Like Gina's like, Mommy, what do you got? You got ET hands. I know.
Stop. Yeah,
I'm like, ouch.
Damn, she just flamed your ass. Terrible. And terrible. She just, you got ET hands.
I got her back. I was like, look, now you look like Quasimodo. So now we're even. Oh. When that poor mosquito chewed her up. She looked at me. She's like, Mommy, what do I do? I was like, I thought I was. What was that movie with Will Smith? When he took the Benadryl, he had that allergic reaction to the whatever.
Nutty Professor.
Nah. I think it was
Hitch.
Hitch. Right. It was just like that. I was half awake, half asleep. I was like, she pat her across the floor. I was like, okay, she's going to the bathroom. I hear the door slam. Okay. I hear the door open again. Okay, she's brushing her teeth. And I hear, Mommy. I'm like, yeah. Look what happened to my face. I was like, hold on. I said, And you as a parent, like your first thing is you want to like, what the but you have to be calm. So I was like, I said, oh my God, let me call daddy. You would have thought that I was getting ready to go jump somebody on the block.
Excuse me.
I was putting on my everything to fight this motherfucker. I'm gonna find this mosquito, bitch. I'm gonna
Did
find
you
him.
ever find him?
Right? I never found him.
You never found him.
Never. I see him in the corner of my eye, but I can't find him. I'm like, watch it be one of these big ass drone looking.
Yeah, them things are dangerous. You might want to be careful with those.
But she is allergic. I'm allergic to it, to mosquito bites too. Like I would get bit on my elbow, and it would look like I grew another elbow. That's how bad it would get, like real swollen. Shit.
No, we just have those little baby annoying ass.
These things are huge. So I said to her, you see what happens when you make fun of people, you talk about them, and what happens?
Karma on wings.
She's like, well, at least mine goes away. I can't win. I have a child.
Wow.
I'm like, she's gonna be a comedian. I know she's gonna be. She's like, I'm gonna be a rapper. I was like, no, you're gonna be a comedian. I'm gonna be front row.
You gonna be a roaster.
She's gonna roast. She's gonna roast us to death.
Mommy, you're gonna be my first show. Oh shit.
You want to hear something about my parents? I was like, no, please don't talk about us. We were good to you. We were good to you. Talk about the people that weren't good to you.
E.T. is her sister.
Ouch. Now for real, I'm very mad. I'm very upset with myself. Like, fuck that day that I just had to play. I had to just play.
You had to show yourself.
Good thing I don't play an instrument right now, because if I was to play the guitar, it would not work.
Oh, absolutely not. The guitar, a trumpet, a piano might aggravate that knuckle after a while. Unless you play like Thelonious Monk. Thelonious Monk, for those that know about jazz, he always played straight finger. He never curved his fingers. Now Duke Ellington curved his fingers. Thelonious Monk never did. He played like this.
There is actually a word for this. This is not a knuckle. This is a knuckle.
That's called arthritis.
This is called something.
Arthritis. I just told you.
This?
That.
Not
that. Because I have that same issue with my finger here. It's arthritis.
No, when I banged it that day, it's just a big ass lump. So I'm just like, I might have to go and
probably messing, some tissues around it or whatever.
And that's why I said to the X-ray technician, I said, "Are you sure that this shit ain't broken, bro?
You're not a stunt. You're not a stunt lady. You can't be doing your own stunts. You're not Tom Cruise."
Never again. I tell you, never again. Never again am I ever going to play with these damn kids ever again.
Until there's an Orbeez fight that you want to, partake in. That's become the new thing now. Orby fights with the Nerf guns.
Oh yeah. But speaking of, not to get off topic.
Speaking of, but we are random.
Y'all really sat here. I'm a New Yorker, y'all. I'm a New Yorker. I am from New York. I've never left New York. For as long as I have been a New Yorker, we would go into the deli and you would have a line of kids that were getting a chopped cheese. Okay. And what is the first thing we would say? If you don't hurry up with my sandwich because the bus is coming, I'ma spaz out. Yeah. That's what we as New Yorkers say. Apparently, it is a negative term against people that have cerebral palsy. Since when?
Since forever, apparently. No, this I've been reading the tweets about it, and this is the word spaz has been used since the 80s. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna totally spaz out. Like, that's been used since the 80s, along with grody and cool and rad. And it's been part of those words. Because now we're so PC and we have to be so careful how we say things because we don't want to be what they call now ableist. We no longer use the R word. Oh, that was me. Windows security, you are rude. Nobody asked for you. Yeah. we can no longer use the R word because I hate that word. I really do. And I heard it being used twice today and I flinched. And I started to say something right then and there, but yeah. But anyway, when you describe someone with cerebral palsy, and I used to take care of people with cerebral palsy and other spastic, muscular issues, we wouldn't say we would just say we wouldn't say the word spastic. We had another word for that. It wasn't to demean or say someone's less than. We weren't being ableist. It was what they call people first language. So instead of calling someone, oh, he's a spastic, no, he is someone who has cerebral palsy. He's retarded. No. He is someone who suffers from this, or he doesn't suffer from. He is someone who is. So when we try to create this language to include the IDDD community, which is your intellectual and developmentally disabled community, it's kind of hard because they keep adding new words and it's hard to keep up now. So I have a friend of mine. His name is DJ Spaz Out. I said, bro, they're gonna come after you next because his name is DJ Spaz Out. So when we say the word spaz out or say the word spaz, we about to go crazy. We about to go off on the DJ equipment. We about to go off on the mic. We about to go crazy. But now we can't say, oh, yo, Minx, I tell you one more time, yo, keep pissing me off. I'm a spaz.
But
so now I'm ableist and I'm being negative and I should apologize, which Lizzo did on her song. She just added more B words because who doesn't like being called a bitch, right? So
right.
in the same day that she got called out on using the word spaz, she went, changed the music, listed the lyrics. Accountability off the rip, and I do want to applaud Lizzo for that, because not a lot of artists are going to do that when they've been called out on some shit and they know they were wrong. I mean, some people might say, Lizzo wasn't wrong. What happened to free speech? Agree. But when you are being called on a carpet for something and you own up, you man up, you woman up, and you take that, you say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna eat it. I got y'all. Give me 24 hours. Bam. New song, more bitches, but it's not demeaning anybody and it's not hurting anybody. It's not offending anybody. But so now everyone's happy.
I don't think but this is what I always look in between the lines of shit, right? I'm pretty sure I have a song or two from when I first started rapping where I have said some fucked up things.
Of course, we all have.
I am not changing that shit, right? Now, if I feel like I care about my fans, right? Which a lot of us do. We care about our fans. Honestly, I bet you the person that called her out about it does not even listen to her music. I bet you they don't even listen to her music, number one. Number two, if I am an artist and I do something that is what someone deems disrespectful, or they try to make it fit their narrative that is disrespectful, again, I'm not changing it, right? Now, if we gonna go that route, what happened with Eminem, right? Why is Eminem not being called to take out every homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic comment in his music, right? That's the first thing. He's never going to change that. He's not going to come out and say, hi guys, so I came out with a completely clean and edited Eminem album for you guys to enjoy. And the whole thing is like what's his face? Pootie Tang. Just quiet. Like, did y'all feeling it? I don't think that it's ever done out of really wanting. I don't think she really wanted to change that. I think that it was a push. If for you, when it comes to apologies, I tell people, I don't believe in apologies. I never have. My mom would literally put us in the room and she'll say to my sister, now apologize to her. And I'm like, I don't want your apology. First of all, if you don't feel that I deserve one, don't say anything. If you feel like you're being forced to apologize to me, then don't say anything. Your apology is not going to take away what the fuck you did. It's not going to take away how the fuck I feel. So what is an apology? What is an apology? I'm sorry. My whole thing is that if a person is truly sorry about something, they would have done everything they could to avoid having to say, I'm sorry about something. Right? I literally hate apologies. Like I will fall out with somebody, they'll call me hey Mings. I'm like, hey, yeah, so what are we doing? I just wanted to see if you want to play a game or talk or act like this shit never happened, bruh. Because I don't do apologies. I don't like apologies. Don't apologize to me for shit. You know what I'm saying? For her, I don't feel that it's genuine. I don't think she genuinely called up the engineer and said, listen, I had backlash on this record and I need to come in now to fix it. I made an error. I don't think that's what happened. So if that's the case,
She probably went to the studio like, pull up the session. We gotta change some shit. They're giving me shit about the word spaz. Yeah, I know it's crazy. I didn't think that was a negative term, but we gotta change this because she's a pop artist and she has an image to uphold.
But what about Nicki Minaj? Right? Nicki Minaj has a word. I love the fact that her own fans are even calling her out for this. Now, I had this situation in one of my songs. I said, what did I say? Anagram. The word was not supposed to be anagram, but I knew what I meant to say. I wasn't going back in to change it because I was like, only 3 people listen to my music anyway, so who gives a fuck? For her, Nicki Minaj, she said something along the lines of people sleeping on me. They got epilepsy, something sexy. And
I understand she was doing the play on words. Yeah.
I'm like, but bitch, that's not epilepsy, honey. That's narcolepsy. You mean narcolepsy. You did not mean epilepsy.
Epilepsy means seizures, Nikki. And see, a quick Google search would have saved her all the trouble. She would probably have to rewrite the whole song.
How do you have a camp of people, right? How do you have a camp that the music has to go through several people before it gets posted?
And you still fuck up.
Not one person said, Nikki, I got a question for you. I was listening to the playback. Love the verse. However, I just wanted to let you know that you used the word epilepsy. And I think you meant narcolepsy. She'd probably be like, what? Blood clot? No, it's exactly the way that I want it to be. Put your print that.
I said what I said. I'm not changing the song.
I said, okay, that's on you, queen.
And now you're rapping ignorant. It's pretty ignorant to say. I mean, okay, hold on. Let me. Yes, we know this is not a spelling bee. Yes, we know this is not an English class. Yes, we know you did not graduate high school. You barely finished elementary school. You kept getting kicked out of preschool. We know. But in this case, you are grown enough to know some shit. You probably have been in some situations where, you've had to look up a word on how to spell some shit. And it's perfectly okay. But don't sit there and misspell shit or misuse words on purpose. And then when someone, y'all call it calling it out, but I'm just giving you like, hey, like you said, I think you meant narcolepsy. Bitch, I'm not a medical doctor. Okay, well, be mad and ignorant and wrong. Like, just y'all like being wrong. You like being ignorant. Okay, go off, sis. Epilepsy. Let's see. Like, come on now.
She probably didn't want to change it. They probably told her that shit, right? But she probably,
because it went better with the scheme of what she was doing.
It would have still went the same. But I think what it was that, that one word change. If I'm in the studio and I'm like, yo, bruh, I don't think that goes. It should go like this. That's a writing credit.
Mm-hmm. She already got 6 of them things on the list.
What would have happened? People like, Nikki don't write her own word, her own.
She
bars.
don't. We already know that. She don't.
I bet that sounds like a dude wrote that. It sounds like a dude wrote.
What's the name of that song? I'm about to look it up. I'm gonna give you the credits.
I forgot the name of the song.
Oh hell.
But Nikki, you know that shit was. Is
that the one with Doja Cat?
I think so. And Nikki, you are at the age. I'm mad that you dropped the ball with Queen Radio on some dead ass shit, man.
For real, like you had 6 episodes.
You dropped the ball.
The pandemic would have been the best time to run Queen Radio.
Nikki, I don't like how you live your life, but your life ain't my business. can I please help you run Queen Radio so we can get more women podcasters and musicians and artists on your platform? Please, can I help you? Can I help you? Watch her sitting there. Yes, Minx, I got you. I got you.
I wouldn't want to be on the platform, to be honest, but
I mean, I had to really understand why people like separate politics from personal life. I mean, again, celebrities, if we didn't know everything about your fucking personal life, we wouldn't have these quips. We wouldn't have these issues of, damn, I want to work with you, but you kind of said some borderline molester shit. Can't do that.
I don't know the name of the song. I have to go on TikTok. Y'all hang on a second.
I was just typing Nicki Minaj, epilepsy, narcolepsy. that would be so bad.
Oh, someone posted a TikTok telling somebody should have fact checked Nicki Minaj. This was posted March 29th.
Probably one of my friends that posted that.
The name of the song is called. No, it's not. Someone is using. Oh, it's called "We Go Up." Okay.
We go up.
We go up. The lyrics.
We fall down.
But we get up. Oh yeah. You gotta throw that "hoo yeah" in there. "Hoo yeah."
Oh yeah.
She says, I could be all the way covered and still giving sexy. I know they sleeping on me. Bitches got epilepsy. I don't do coke, little bitch. I don't even do Pepsi. Let's see. How do you like me and try to do everything like me? That's what gets me.
You know why she did that, right? First of all, I give it to you, Nikki, because that whole line was directed towards Cardi. When she kept doing the C, that's because Cardi calls herself Cardi Venom. And the only animals on this planet that have venom are snakes.
And also, Cardi did a Pepsi commercial.
Yeah. Why don't y'all just come out and say y'all don't fucking like each other, bro?
I mean, come on, y'all.
Why don't you, like, honestly, we're never going to have a ladies' night. We're never going to have ladies' night part 2.
I don't want that with them. I don't. Not with her.
I think Nikki, Cardi, who else?
Nope.
Rhapsody.
Nope.
Rhapsody.
Nope.
Well, you don't think they could be on ladies' night?
No, because Nikki gonna be too busy trying to shit on everybody
Well,
instead of coming together.
Well, I think that is true because you hear Cardi with internet celebrity with Island Girls.
Oh, wait. Speaking of the word spazzing, she also uses it in this lyric. Fivvy spazzing, 2 shows back in Fendi fashion. I put your brains on a napkin, tell my demons to whack them. My nigga died, that nigga died, and I don't even know how it happened. You know, she used that word twice.
Nikki, are you okay?
So this is the song with Nikki and what was that, Fivio Foreign?
How do you put someone's brains on a napkin?
You saw the Godfather Part 2 where old boy splat him in the.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
But Nikki, you ain't capable of that
at all. No. So yeah. So should Nikki apologize for saying spaz as well? Fivvy spazzing, 2 shows back in fashion.
I mean, I'm all for.
Oh, the credits of the song. Go ahead.
If Lizzo and all these folks feel like I want to change it to be politically correct, and great, but don't sit there and put out a fucking statement talking about you're about not having harmful terms used towards people.
I told you.
But you're using bitch.
Some people don't, and see now people don't see that as a negative connotation anymore. Bitch is apparently uplifting now.
Okay, go to
I'm
your
a
mom.
bitch.
I would tell people, go to your mother and say, hey, bitch. And mom, it's socially acceptable now. You can't get mad. Yeah, tell me if your ass ain't on the street. If you
my ass ain't on the street.
Go up to your boss Monday morning. Hello, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so. How was your weekend? It was great. No one cares, bitch.
And you got to say it exactly like that.
Just like that. Just like that. Say it just like that. No one cares, bitch.
Bitch.
Wait a minute. You can't fire me because it is socially acceptable.
Okay, so here are your credits. The song has been written by
everybody.
Anthony Ward Jr., Joshua Goods, Conrad Sazada, Maxie Riles, Onika Mirage, and Simon. Last Polish last name I can't pronounce it, but there's a lot of letters. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people for. That's what gets me. I don't do Coke, bitch. I don't do Pepsi.
You know Cardi would fuck her up, right?
I hate
Honestly,
it.
Cardi
I
got
hate
that
it.
Bronx. She got like what is Nikki's from what? Queens?
I want to say Queens.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to say Queens.
You are
She
not
shouted out before.
you are not walking away from alive. At least,
You're
from,
gonna get scathed for
from,
real.
from a Bronx bitch. It's not happening.
Because even though Cardi is up there, she still got some people back home that will no sooner stomp your shit out as soon as she gives the word.
Yeah.
And we all know her affiliation, alleged.
Allegedly.
So let's not act like she can't get gutter and she can't get gangster, because she can and will.
Cardi
But
B
she's a
will-
family woman now.
Cardi B will wax her.
If she didn't have them kids, if she wasn't married to Offset. Speaking of Offset, they're blaming her for the breakup of Migos. Like they blame Yoko Ono for the breakup of the Beatles. I mean, okay.
Well,
Ray Swimmer, they did solo acts. Outkast did solo acts. State Property, even though they were a group, they did solo albums. So now Takeoff and Quavo got an album called Unc and Nephew, and they got a joint album together. And they did confirm that they were taking a break from each other, I guess. But everybody's blaming Cardi. I'm like, yo, Cardi is not bothering y'all.
What my question is, just like now with the K-pop people, right? BTS is going on a hiatus. They're doing solo projects now.
Yeah, it's like 12 of them. You'll be all right.
I'm saying to people, like, this is why I keep saying, right? For the life of me, what I don't understand, why don't we have fucking groups? Why don't we have fucking groups?
We had groups, but and you saw what happened to every single one of them.
But when you look at K-pop, and as much as I don't really know much about K-pop, I'm like, I listen to some of these songs and I'm like, this shit sounds like some songs that could have been given to a bunch of black R&B groups in English. Right? I
Yeah.
watched some of these artists. Thank you for the follow, Young Truly. I look at these artists and I'm like, we dropped the ball in hip hop because we had rap groups.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to R&B now, which I become really cool with, not behind the scenes or anything, but like R&B Tommy. I love R&B Tommy because he is an account that cares about R&B. He promotes the fuck out of R&B, which he always roasts like a lot of these young up and coming R&B artists. Like, y'all are not as hungry as these rappers. These fucking tone deaf, shoot your grandmother in the face ass rappers.
What's with shooting grandma in the face? What did grandma ever do to you?
What the fuck they do out here, right? Hey, can I help you with your bags? Sure. So, poof, give me that shit. And then they put out a drill record, that night. I love my grandma, but she was a bitch. Had to pop over the head so I can get my fifth. Fifth of what? Fifth of what, son? Right? I don't get it. But these rappers, like, they will hit me up until the cows come home on some unmixed shit. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, I really do appreciate you reaching out, but your song does not fit my platform. I do apologize. I would recommend that you go and invest.
What you mean it doesn't fit? It's what's popular.
I tell them all the same shit, right? If it don't fit my platform, I don't care how much money you pay me. I'm not going to do that, right? I'm not an order taker. I had a couple of the kids that offered me $50 for me to interview them. You don't have anything to interview. This is your first demo. What the fuck are we going to talk about? You have no history. You have not established yourself as an artist. So what?
Yeah, so I've been rapping for like 6 months, and my mama helped pay for my equipment. and my brother helped me write the lyrics. And we got a show coming up. Someone's cookout. We got a show coming up, and listen, humble beginnings, but not worth an interview. No,
It's not worth. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's not worth an interview because
no, it's not worth an interview. You got one song. You just been rapping for 6 months. You
It ain't
barely
worth-
graduated high school, bruh. It's not worth an interview.
be honest with you when I say it ain't worth my time.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
it's
ain't
not
worth
worth
that.
my time because then I'm a person. It's not just you come on my show and we do the interview and it's straight up interview. I like to get on here with us giggling. Yo, so behind the scenes, I was talking to Little Trash Can, and he was definitely putting me on to a lot of shit. Why don't you tell him about that story that you told me about what got you started?
A lot of these new artists don't know how to carry an interview.
I don't even know how to do them. I literally just I
She said
pretend.
she don't know how to do 'em.
If you look at some of my first interviews, I was scared. I didn't know what to ask. I'm like,
I
okay,
had someone ask me, so what you gonna ask me? What you mean? What I'm gonna ask you? Are you gonna have like a set list of questions that you're gonna ask?
no.
No, like well, the first couple of interviews I did, I did have pre-listed questions because it was my first time interviewing, and I was just as nervous as the artist or manager or whoever I was interviewing. But as I got better, I'm like, I want it to be as organic as possible. So I want to be able to hit them with some out of pocket shit, so I could see their genuine reaction. I said, and stump their ass like, oh, I was never asked that question before. I'm not quite sure how to answer it. We've got time. We've got time, baby. This is your interview. We have got time.
It's hard to interview people that you don't know.
And who don't know how to conduct themselves during an interview. Like artist development and all that is far and few in between. There are a few people that still do it. Shout out to my homegirl Stephanie over at Limelight Records. Because they do artist development workshops, teaching them how to conduct interviews, how to perfect your stage presence, how to perform, how not to perform, how not to carry yourself out in public, how to hold a mic, how to do this. So they are really putting in the work to try to polish these new artists, and it's working out for them. They're linked up with quality control, so they're getting the best in mixing, mastering, like the whole nine. So I mean, we just need to get back to that artist development. Like we need to get back to that. Some of these older ones need to learn how to conduct themselves too.
I've always said that for my podcast, if it don't sound like we on the phone chopping it up, having a good time, then I will not print that podcast. Dead ass. I ain't gonna be uncomfortable on my own show. That ain't happening. But I will definitely say one of my top 3 definitely was like a friend of mine that was like, yo, could you do me a favor and interview this artist? He needs more press. And I was like, yeah, sure. Let me tell you, I was so nervous because the first initial hello, and you're just like, hello. And it's just very, I don't know you, you don't know me. He's nervous, I'm nervous. By the time we got done with that interview, you hear me like I was clutching my sides from laughing because we would just
have you done an in-person interview?
No,
those are more nerve-wracking.
I have to do an in-person interview, but his was funny because we when we were closing out the show, he said something that I always say. Shout out to YPDMV. I'll never forget you, bro. I got to get you back on the show. But we were talking about gaming. He's like, oh, gaming. It was him, his girlfriend, and me, right? So we're all on the call, and we're in the interview. One of the best interviews I've had. And he's like, yo, so you play games? I said, yeah. What kind of games you like? I said, I like Call of Duty. He said, yo, I can't get with Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? With these multiplayer games and stuff, you're supposed to be with the team. The fuck are you doing on the other side of the map? And I'm racking up because I'm like, yo, like
organic. It flowed.
These are the type of interviews that I like.
Yeah.
It's great. But again, y'all need to really just press runs. I'd say press runs is important, right? So
Yeah.
you don't have to pay a lot of money. Just find like look at some of the podcasts in your area. They need people. So if you got $100 budget and you're like, look, $100 is my budget for this month. I'm gonna pay $30 each person. I want to find the $30 podcast or the $30 blogs, and you go and you build up your name that way, right? And sometimes you may have to start your own podcast, start your own shit, interview yourself, and pushing your podcast to promote yourself that helps other people helps you.
Because usually your first podcast, if you are an artist, is usually yourself.
It's usually yourself.
So your intro will go a little something like, yeah, what's up, everybody? My name is Little Trash Can. I'm a new up-and-coming artist. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I come from Blue Blah Bleep. I rap about boop bop bop. And you can find my music in Bing Bang Bang. You're more than welcome to ask any questions. Nothing too vulgar. And we can just chop it up like that. Bam. I will tell you my best interview. I've had quite a few. I don't want to call it my worst interview, but it definitely could have been a little bit better. And I credit this to them being young and never have been on in front of the camera before. I interviewed these two young artists from here, and we try to make them part of the conversation.
Right.
My brother DJ Wiz is very, live and animated, and so I'm more into asking the questions, and he's into, all right, so what if Betty White comes into your house butt ass naked? What you gonna do? So it's that dynamic that kind of y'all should have been with me at my live from 805 days. Like the conversations we will have, and it was just super random shit. But with these two artists, because a lot of the city already knew them, but some people did not. And so I was like, tell the people a little bit about yourselves, where you're from, your influences and things like that. And they were like pretty much sitting. Yeah. So I go by Boom Boom Boom, and I listen to Chief Keef, and I've been rapping for like 2 years and all that. And, yeah, like that. And, that's what's up. And I'm like, bro, get on the mic. Get on the mic.
I think I remember that episode.
And the whole time they're fiddling with their phones because they don't know what to do. And we're trying to bring them into the conversation, talking about some shit that maybe they could relate to. I have to remember that the people that I have interviewed are 15 years or more younger than me. So they cannot relate. And I feel so super old just saying that they cannot relate to a lot of what me and Wiz had spoke on and talked about.
Right.
Now, unless I was into NBA Youngboy and all this shoot 'em up, bang, bang, block, block, block type shit, then yeah, we probably would have had a smoother interview. But when you get to fumbling on your phone, you're not really talking a whole lot, but everybody's tuning in just to see you on a local podcast. Like, that helped you out. I had gotten over 1,200 views on that, which, okay, that's great.
But
we didn't get a good show.
That's when Facebook will let us be great.
I felt we didn't have a good show because you guys didn't know how to conduct yourselves in an interview, and everybody wanted prepackaged questions. And I'm like, that's not an interview. Then you already know the answer.
Not like that other podcast, like that podcast that I came across the other day with that asshole, whatever the hell his name is, that disrespects women.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, if I'm on a show, right, if you invite me, and this is why this is important, like this is podcast etiquette. And I think this needs to be talked about because no one talks about podcast etiquette.
Y'all need to take some notes.
Now, and this actually ties into two subjects, right? That motherfucker and this Vlad TV situation that's happening where you have people that are so upset. Is it Vlad TV? No, what's his face? The porn star dude. I forgot his name. but all those rappers stop by his show, and he's a white dude. You know, he's a porn star. It's gonna come to me. Excuse me.
Ooh, boy.
On YouTube. I forgot his name. It's gonna come to me. You're saying it again.
Oh,
But apparently, hip hop is upset because he's like, you know, rappers they don't get paid to appear on his show.
right.
And I'm saying, like, I was arguing with people on Twitter about it. I was like, look, if I invite you onto my show, if I come hit you up and say, hey, little trash can, I think you'll be a dope addition for Friday's show. And he's like, all right, okay, cool, I'll come through. Why do I have to pay him if I'm inviting him out to my show that has the
Right.
following? This is what y'all don't get, right? What are you paying for when you pay for a podcast, right? Okay. Now, if you are a little trash can from West Bubblefuck and you got 3 followers, and you come onto my show and I got 40,000 followers, you should be paying me because I'm exposing you to a new audience that does not know who you are. They don't know anything about you. You are getting a new set of eyes on you, which could either A, potentially make people hate you because of shit that you say in my show, or maybe people may potentially like you, which is promotion. So you're going to cry about a measly $30 to sit down with someone who has a bigger platform than you, then you are in the wrong business. That's an investment, number one. That's called promotion. Number 2, if you were in business, you would know you can write off that shit. That's number 3. So a lot of you guys act like, oh, I'm a businessman, but you don't know that that is also a write-off. So if you are doing press and doing all this shit, you got to pay for travel and all that. That's all a write-off. But y'all are not on game like that yet.
They don't know that.
You know, y'all got pandemic money and started LLCs, and y'all don't know how to make the LLC work for you. You just happy that you have the LLC. I got an LLC. Great. Are you building business credit? Anyway? Are you tracking?
Know that.
Are you tracking every dime that you spent that goes into your business? Are you signing for things as your business? Like, this is the shit that people don't understand about business. That's why I say we fail as a community, as Black people in hip hop. We fail because we don't know how to utilize these LLCs, these LPs, these, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cute. It's cute. I have an LLC. Cute. You paying taxes on it? You're doing your quarterly quotes. Are you investing into some sort of business loan where you can actually help your community?
Do you have coworkers? Do you have a staff?
But you knew how to apply for that PPP loan, though. You knew how to apply for that.
Oops.
Right. I'm just keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about, okay, what's up, Don Juan? When you were talking about being a rapper at like Migos and you go on this man's show, okay, Migos has a following, yes, but so does this dude. And he's making money off of sponsorships. We're talking about the guy that does the show. He's making money off of sponsorships, off of commercials, off of merch. And y'all are sitting there talking about that people that get interviewed by this man, they got to get a cut of his bread. They got to get a cut of his bread for you to interview me. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. It's cute, but
yeah, that's a good idea.
That's not how that works. I got to find out his name. He's like another Vlad. He's another guest, if you will, in hip hop.
I wish
it's coming to me. See?
Stop it.
Some of you guys that are here, there is a podcast that is a Caucasian male who interviews rappers. He's on YouTube.
You sure it isn't Vlad? Because he's the only white. Oh, Adam 22.
There you go. That's the dude. The porn
Yeah.
star. Yeah.
He's a porn star.
Him and his girl, I think.
Oh, you've told me something.
So they were like, Adam 22. So you're telling me that people go on his shows and they don't get paid to be interviewed? That's not how interviews work, y'all. Ask me how much JT Money charged me to interview him on my podcast. I didn't have a following on my podcast that night. I had no following like that. When they said, you want to interview JT Money? He has a new album coming out. I said, JT Money? Who that?
Who
He's
that
like,
try to get up in my crew?
like, yes. And when you speak with him, just don't do that thing. Just don't do that thing. I was like, okay.
But that's the only thing he's known for. Like, since your success of Who Dat, what have you been doing? Like, come on.
No, but I'm not gonna front though. That episode that I did, he dropped a lot of jewels, and a lot of the stuff that he said in that particular episode did not. It aged so well. When he was talking about he said in one of his songs that rappers are selling hooks. Rappers they're not selling the song, they're selling the hook. That's why they call it a hook. They're not selling bars like that. They're selling the hook. Whoever's singing the hook sells the song. And he's like, eventually what's going to happen is that a lot of rappers are going to be singing. You see, and I literally laughed because I said, that's what's happening now. I should hit his ass up. I should say, Mr. JT Money, remember when you called, when we did an interview and you had to leave the strip club that you said you wasn't going to go to, but happened to have some cheeks in my stream?
Oh, not cheeks.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I'll go in the car. I'll go in the car. Give me a second. So he sits in the car, has an interview with me. Little old Minx from the Bronx. No setup, nothing.
Car.
Sat in the car, right? So I felt like interviewing him. Like, what do you say to somebody that is actually or has been famous like that? Like, I don't get starstruck, but you get kind of embarrassed because you're just like, you sound like a fucking stan. And not really like an interviewer. So it's like, I let him do all the talking. I just was asking simple questions like, yeah, so what inspired you to come up with Who Dat? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? Oh, the one question he did not want to answer, that he actually changed the subject because I think he realized he was going to get into trouble. He was like, I was asking him, I said, as a female rapper like myself, that's exactly what I did. I was hoping to get a feature or some shit. I said, so as a female rapper like myself, what was it like getting Soleil on that verse?
Ooh.
So he was like, oh yeah, getting her, she was next subject.
No, sir.
Did I step on a landmine here? No, it was just
fucking knew. She probably slept with him.
There was just some I think it was a discrepancy that happened with the recording of the song. They were trying to take her off of it. He was fighting for her to stay on it. I was like, there's a lot of shit that happens behind the scenes that we don't know about.
That we'll never know. We will go to our grave not knowing.
Even though Soleil, I wanted to be Soleil when I was a kid. I was jealous of her. I was like, she has Genuine.
But now I look at Genuine's like, she can have him.
What the fuck was he doing on that stage?
Doing what he should not be, and that is jumping around and humping around. You are 52 years old, sir.
He couldn't even do a belly roll. I can't even do a belly roll. I felt bad. Like again, we're all.
What song was he performing that required that jump?
Pony.
Oh, no, it did not. No, it did not require that high ass jump. I saw his legs exit the stage. Like, what song were you performing? When he did the video, his legs did not leave the floor. What song were you doing that you had to jump 5 feet in the air to prove you still had knees?
Some of these faves have aged out. Some of these faves have
it is okay because they were our generation. They were our R&B Case, Genuine, Donnell Jones. Like, all of those are our R&B people.
And I just want to say, Neo, I don't care if you come out with a banger from out of town, okay? You will never get a stream from me.
Why was wrong with Neo?
That man made his ex get her tubes tied.
Oh, yeah.
And
Then
then
he didn't went
and had it.
and got a bitch knocked up.
I'm sorry, but I am never doing no irreversible.
Wow.
I will. I ain't doing no some shit that can't be reversed.
She's a dumb one for that one.
Well, that was his wife, and I think they both. This is why I say before y'all get married, do y'all not ever sit back and have a conversation like, babe? Yes, my dear.
Yes, my dear.
Do you want to have children someday? No, my dear. I don't want to have any children. See, now y'all discuss this. Why the fuck do y'all wait until you put the ring on the finger? You took your vows. One of the vows that do say in the vows that you will be becoming a family someday. And
Wait, where's that say that at?
it's in the vows. First of all, y'all know you violated the vows in the first. I will honor and obey. Obey who?
Is that a remix that I was not aware of? Because I didn't know anything about a family.
Let's read about wedding vows.
Yeah, that had nothing to do.
Well, some people write their own.
Yeah.
I
I prefer a handwritten vow. Those are the sweetest. They get an ugly cry out of me. Oh, they're so beautiful.
You are my lover, my teacher, my friend.
Oh my gosh.
You are my model, my accomplice. You are my true counterpart.
Yeah, it said nothing about having no family. I want to hear the remix.
There is it in the Catholic Church. I don't know.
Oh, you talking about Catholic? Oh, okay, because Catholicism, because they're big on families and procreation.
In the Catholic vows, from what I remember, they do mention that whatever children are produced from this marriage to protect them, like they do include that. It all depends on where you come from. I'm not Catholic no more, but I'm only
no more.
I ain't Catholic. I haven't been Catholic since I was in the 10th grade. But this is included in those particular vows.
Okay.
Vows can be made up, yes, but
yeah.
Again, before you marry someone, there's 3 things that you gotta, these couples ask these weird questions. So, babe, so what happens if like something weird happened, right? Like my face melted off. Would you still want to be with me?
Bitch, would you want to be with you? Are we having kids or not?
No. Now you decide. Am I keeping this bitch? Or not?
Or not?
Do I keep this
if
bitch?
My face melted off, would you still love you? Are we having kids or not?
If I keep this bitch, is she smart enough to find out I got the side family? Is she smart enough to figure that out?
Yeah, better not.
Because I'm gonna have a family. I'm gonna have a family, whether you want one or not. Right? There are some
you're gonna be somebody's stepmama.
It's gonna be something, right? But again, you don't have these discussions, and then you go ahead and make these finalized decisions, like tying up your tubes, and then you break up, and then you watch in horror as the man that you broke up with is now having his 3rd kid, like
with someone else.
Neo, I used to like you. I'm not gonna front. Somebody was driving by the other day, and I heard, I was like, oh, because of you. And then I saw myself knocking, and I was like, get it together, bitch. We hate him. We hate him. Just like Alicia Keys. We hate her. But Gina came walking by.
You know what? Nope. I can't totally fault Alicia because Swiss knew too. They were both complicit. I don't give up, Keisha. They were both complicit. Yeah, she walked up on him. Hey, Swizz, you sexy. Do. He could have said, no, mama, I got a family. I'm good. But thank you for the compliment. No, he was complicit. They're both wrong. She's not a homewrecker.
No. I had dated a dude one time, and I found out that he was with family. Wife, children, everything. And I said to myself, first of all, I was upset with him. Right. First, I was upset with myself. Like, why the fuck would you even, like, how did you let that shit just slip through? So anyway, I found out that he had a kid and he had a wife and all this stuff. And he just was like, oh, we're just having a tough time. And I was like, so you're having a tough time. So
yeah, a tough time.
Hanging out with me is supposed to make it easier. Right. I felt some kind of way because I'm like, so something happens with y'all and we wind up being together because my grandmother always say, how you get them is how you lose them. How you get them is how you lose them. So if you are with someone and you are a willing participant in the home wreckerage,
The home wreckerage.
I say if Alicia Keys did nothing wrong.
I'm not saying she didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying Swizz is also complicit in wrecking the home.
I hold them both responsible, right? But especially her.
Why especially her?
You saw what happened with her voice, right? Yeah, she got the aerial treatment.
She's still singing.
She got the aerial treatment. Now she don't sing. She don't sing. She sings. She doesn't sing. She don't have no heart because you sing out of love. That shit, I'm like, you knew this, man.
Concrete jungle, lettuce, tomato.
And
There's
you were-
nothing you can't do.
I say all the time, I'm so glad I'm out of this dating game scene because I would be a nun. I'd be like, I'd go.
You. Speaking of dating apps,
What?
men. Let me holler at you real quick. If you're going to do these dating sites, please make sure that nobody knows you.
Yeah, please.
Because I have a coworker of mine. I'm not going to divulge any names, but she's currently using a dating service, and she did a swipe right on one and said he was, from around here. And she showed the picture to my other coworker. He was like, "Yeah, that's such and such and do. I think he got a girlfriend already." And let's see, if you're going to do these, if you're going to do these dating sites, I'm gonna need for you to make sure that nobody knows you, because let it be me and I see you on this dating site and I know you have a family and I know you have a girlfriend or wife or a husband or whatever. I'm gonna take a nice little screenshot. I'm going to I'm gonna swipe left or right or however the fuck you do it. As soon as we get to talking, motherfucker, why are you in here trying to hit on me? You got a whole wife and kids at the crib. And then you might get exposed to social media. I'm that petty. Like, why are you a grown man with kids, family, house, dog, picket fence, trucks, cars, boat? Why are you doing all this? Tell me something. I'm a laid back kind of fella. I like grilling, chilling, and killing in my spare time. Oh, but we're not going to mention the wife, the kids, the car, the dog. We're not going to mention that.
And it's always like they'll always say something along the lines of, we're having problems. 9 times out of 10, the wife don't think that nothing is wrong.
I was talking to a dude. He gave me that same line. I said, listen, she got one time to knock on my door. I'm not trying to play stepmom to nobody's kids. I don't want kids. I don't like kids. I'm not trying to play stepmom. I mean, I like kids, but I don't like them for me. But
women should never, like, women, y'all have to stop going to the other woman. 9 times out of 10, even men, 9 times out of 10, they don't know what the fuck
the other person doesn't know. You've watched Cheaters several times and he never told me about you. So you ain't tell her about me. Why would he?
Look, I hit the chick up, right? I told her, I said, look, you don't know me and I hopefully don't ever have to know you.
Right.
I was seeing so-and-so and I did not know that he had a wife. And I apologize. Nothing went down. We just went out for a couple of drinks and shit. But I still feel guilty, and you should know.
And I tell him straight up, listen, he told me y'all were broke up. Y'all need to figure that out. I'm out.
Right. So, of course.
I'm out of the equation now.
With me, I'm like, I said what I said. I told her whatever, right? Like, y'all don't understand what happens to a woman when another woman finds out that they are being played. Even with men. Because I always say men, too, like, there's a dude on TikTok right now that literally posted a video. He's crying. I was like, no, don't be one of those dudes.
Don't do that.
He's walking around. He's like, look, you see this? You see this? The kids' room is empty. The living room is empty. Everything is empty. Everything is empty. And
except his stuff.
Except his stuff. And he's like, this is what happens when your girl leaves you for a dude that they just met. I said, with the kids? With the kids?
Wow.
What's up, Music Master? With the kids?
What up, Music Master? Wow, that's nuts.
Look, for myself, I tell you, I've never cheated on nobody, right? Mainly because I can't keep up with lies. God made me that way. I used to be fucking mad. Like I used to say to people, how do you do it? Like, tell me, what do you do? How does it work? So I tell my shorty that I'm going here, but you got to make sure that everybody there understands what's going on over here. So I said, but that's a lot of lying.
Hey, in case here's the one. In case anyone asked, tell them that I boop 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 bop 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 beep beep beep.
I can't keep up with people's lives. I've had friends that try to make me cover up and say that I was with you.
What Kevin Hart say? Real talk, don't lie. Where was I at?
I'm like, don't involve me in none of that shit. Like, I'm not covering up for you. Like, only time I will ever cover up is if like a friend tells me, look, I'm trying to escape my man. He's trying to hurt me and my kids. Tell him that I left town. I will stand up on that. But as far as men and women are concerned, which I did a stream a couple of weeks ago where I talked about how men and women, unfortunately, there is a hate, a divide that is being created, right? Men and women just don't have a level of respect for each other. I respect every man I meet until you know, especially Facebook men are very different from the rest of the social media men. But Facebook men, you'll say some shit that is just general. Like, for instance, there's a picture of a Father's Day cake that you have to assemble.
Yeah, the DIY, yeah.
Dude says, oh, we gotta decorate our own cakes too. Now me, I'm like, but bitch, that ain't for you. Why would you be buying your own Father's Day cake? Does that make any sense? Anyway, y'all just was looking for something to argue about.
Yeah, I'm just being dumb for a moment. Yeah.
Or perhaps maybe, you know, we are in a very tough financial crisis right now where people can't go out here and Gina, what are you doing? Hold on. People just can't go out here and get a cake like that. So they were like, oh, so how about we just have it where, you know, maybe the kids can help decorate or something. They're like, oh, you see this? Well, Father's Day, y'all, came around the time where a lot of us don't have it.
Right.
So how do you getting mad at the bare minimum? You should be happy with the bare minimum, because
that to me that's actually kind of sweet, especially if you are a new father, or you know, you're just being getting reconnected with your kid and they're still young and you want to create some type of moment with your kids.
Right.
Perfect. Perfect.
You know what? Let's ask a kid. Let me ask you a question.
And here's our first edition of Let's Ask a Kid.
You want to hear? Okay. Let's ask a kid. We have a kid. We just happen to have a kid.
We just happen to have a kid on set.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, our junior broadcast director. Y'all throw some hearts for in the comments, please.
We got a cake for Daddy, and you were able to take the little pieces and decorate it, or would you want to get a cake that's already decorated? Let people know.
Decorate it. I want to decorate it.
She wants to decorate it.
So
See,
it's not a bad thing. It's a cool thing, right?
Yeah. Now ask a dad. No, for real. Go get Gino. Ask Dad.
Daddy, come here. Yeah. Come here.
Wait. What if we gonna get it for him for real? We can't tell him.
Yeah, but don't tell him. Don't tell him.
What?
What up, gang? All I see is like the bottom of his face. Okay, Gino.
Look, everyone's saying hi to you. Oh, that's
The thought that counts, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can Gino hear me?
Can you hear her, Daddy? Mm-mm. No, he can't hear you.
All right, let him get the ear headset real quick.
Wait. What is it? What is he saying?
Hey.
Gang, what's good?
What's up? How's everything?
All right, so quick question real quick. All right, it's Father's. Oh, everything's everything, bro. Can't complain. All right, quick question, right? So, hypothetically speaking, for Father's Day, if Gina was to go out and to look for a present for you, would you want something? Would you want a Hallmark card that's already got the sappy, sentimental stuff, or would you want her to create something like a macaroni hand or something?
No, I would say great.
Oh.
Oh, he said create. So you heard from a father.
You heard it from a father and you heard it from a child. They want to create their own stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's more. I think it's more sentimental that way.
He says it's more sentimental that way.
See, that's what I'm saying.
All right, so get ready to tell the good people good night. You know, we're gonna finish up this podcast.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
Chill.
No, you're not.
But yeah, I mean that DIY cake was actually a good idea. Matter of fact, a better DIY if you get the ingredients and make it yourself. Teach a kid how to cook.
All right, give me.
If that is not the best arts and crafts,
Cooked a cake before.
see, that's what, and it's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good and messy. And it's a bonding tool. See, that's what men don't understand. Like those types of projects are bonding tools for their children.
Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, bestie.
Yay, we asked the kid.
And I'm totally jealous because
What you're doing?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Put those headphones down and say good night.
Okay, I'm coming.
because you're going to. Yeah, no, you're going to. Bye, bitch. Bye. No, I'm very jealous because I didn't get that with my father. I grew up without my dad, and I would have loved to go back a good 38 years and make that bond and create things for him and create things together and all that stuff. There are bonding activities, but on Father's Day, yeah, why not? You wouldn't want to bond with your son? Put together a I don't know, what the hell do men do these days?
Also, you got to understand, Mother's Day, we don't get a fucking break
At all.
They-
Like, and I'm not a mother, but when Mother's Day came around for my mom, I made sure that I always made her a gift because I wanted her to know from the heart. I mean, yeah, you could tell her every day that you love them, but when you take the time to and hide these projects. Oh no, ain't no y'all. I'm not a mom. Minx might get pampered, but I sure the hell don't.
As far as getting pampered, I mean, I'm not taking away from.
Music said, "Give me a blunt and liquor and leave me alone." Facts.
I'm not taking away from Father's Day. That's one thing I would never do.
No, I wouldn't do that. That's kind of bitter. That's kind of bitter.
Unfortunately, again, you got to go to my YouTube, right? Watch my video that I talked about with what's her face that declined to get married to the what's his face that they said that she wasted his time and you know.
Oh, the whole Michael B. Jordan situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I did a whole video on that. Music Master says I already did, makes and I did a very important rant on that, mainly because I wanted it on three sides, right? I think women are fucking up. I think men are fucking up. And I think that we all don't see the strings, right? I actually had a very informative conversation with one of my woke friends about this, not woke like that. But I basically said that, you know, the defenses of the world start with men, right? Defenses of the world start with men. Men protect women. Malcolm X said the same shit. He said men are supposed to protect women, honor women. Women have to honor men, right? We can both agree with that. We can also agree with that the people that are behind the scenes that are pulling the strings. Yeah, I can see your comments. Oh, 7, can you see music?
Yeah.
So the problem is that this is a game, right? This is a game to the people that are in charge. The divide and conquer shit. Black against white, women against men, and whatever else, right? This is all divide and conquer. I get on Facebook and I just get so depressed because it's men dragging women and women dragging men, and no one is dragging the people that are in charge of making us hate each other. And that's the shit that makes me so upset when you write a comment like, oh, you know, dude got mad at me because he said I was pretty, and I explained to him that I have a man and you know, I just don't need that interaction, and I get called a feminist. And I asked the dude very nicely before I blocked his ass. I said, well, how does my statement make me a feminist? Well, if someone is giving you a compliment, you should just say thank you. So say thank you, where then when I'm leaving, this person that thinks that I want to engage with them begins to follow me home. So now you're saying that all men are predators.
You just can't win. You can't win.
I was like, that's not what I said, bro.
Can't
That's
win.
not what I was saying.
That's like you saying you like pancakes. Oh, what waffles are better? Okay, that's two totally different things. Nobody asked.
That's why I stopped complimenting females. So you know what? The thing is that we can tell what a compliment is when it's flirty
And we can tell when it's backhanded.
and backhanded, and we can tell that you're hoping that that line of communication goes somewhere. And I literally get frustrated, especially when I'm with my child. The amount of men that come up to you and ask you like, "Oh, how old is who are you?" Why
I thought you was doing the who kid tag.
Why are you asking how old my child is? Number one. Number two, you're coming to me while I'm shopping with my child. I'm with my child by myself. You are a male approaching me. You are not her father. You are not my man. So when you're asking me questions like, how old is your child and where do you live? And, do you need a ride? You see, at that point, that kind of makes a woman uncomfortable. So I'm going to tell you guys the right thing to say, right? Ask me how old my car you died.
Facts. No, you're getting some hands put on you.
How old is she? I literally
mean, how old are you?
So then dude says, I wish, dudes around here, like, pisses me off. Men don't know how to take care of their kids. I'm like, I'm sorry. My man is at work. I am not a single mom. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought. So you prey on single mothers?
That's get some he probably just trying to get some cheeks.
That sounds very weird, right?
It's very, very creepy vibes.
The Bronx is all.
Shit, that just ain't the Bronx. That's everywhere.
But this is the thing too. When I was single, the way that men would approach me was very weird too. I'm getting off of the bus. I have two destinations, my weed guy and the liquor store. Those are two places I want to go after work on a Friday. Okay. You are not going to run up on me trying to drink on my bottle, number one.
Mm-hmm.
And then you ain't going to sit there talking about, can we roll up? Because who is we?
Who was we? Where your lips been?
So if I would go home because we weren't allowed to smoke in our building. So I would go home, roll up, take my little bottle, take my walk and, take my L walk, listen to my music. And it's like this dude watched and waited for me to do that shit. And that's when I said, I got to find a place where I can smoke in my house because I can't.
Yeah, no, you got to switch that up because he's clocking your moves. He is clocking your moves.
I felt some kind of way. So one day he rolled up on me when I just got off the bus. I said, can I just say something to you? I said, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I like to party by myself. I don't need new friends. I don't want
party of one. Party of one.
Every time I see you, you're by yourself. I said, wouldn't that frighten you as a man? The chick is by herself all the time. She ain't got no friends, but you look good. I'm like, you know that the prettiest ones are the craziest ones, right? So I'm like, y'all keep telling me I'm gorgeous and shit, but you don't know if something might be a little bit wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? You like me? Can you like me forever?
Oh shit! No, that Amber Heard situation. No, she's fucking psycho. Anyway,
they both are. They were MFEO, made for each other. And I know what it's like to lose some of your finger. I lost a piece of mine, but it was from me slamming something. Yeah, I lost my whole fingertip. My whole fingertip is gone. There's nothing here.
I've never done nothing that crazy.
Yeah, when I got locked up and they tried to do the fingerprints, they were like, ma'am, did you cut your fingerprints off? I said, no, but now that you say that, is that possible?
I mean, I'm just saying. Do we have time for one more topic? Because I really want to get into this one. And then we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, we got time for one more.
Okay. All right, because I want to keep you up, and away from the junior program director for too long. So, mhm.
I know it's coming.
DJ Academics, you sick motherfucker, you. I cannot believe you actually parted your fat ass lips and said these words. If she is 17 with a college ID, I am getting the cheeks. Sir, you are in your fucking 30s. Why are you preying on a 17-year-old? I don't care if she went to Spelman, Hillman, Hellman's, mayonnaise. I don't care. She is 7 the fuck teen. Why are you preying on young kids? You just sat there and told her, catch me outside, girl. She has some banging titties. And now you're going to double down and say, yeah, well, she's 17, got a college ID. She getting fucked. Are you serious? How has your head not been decapitated by now? How are you still relevant? And for y'all young folks, yeah, DJ Academics, he's the source. Yeah, you should go on his podcast. Never. I would never tell nobody that. The last thing, I would rather you go to Vlad before you go to Academics. For that shit right there, Vlad may be the feds. Yes, but this right here was some filthy, child molesty, creepy ass vibes. And he really sat there and said that the girl had some banging titties. Like, she was
She was
15.
15 years old.
15 years old. He gonna say, and I quote, and I the fuck quote, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, see, that's when you already know. You want some bullshit. You're nasty, you're creepy. When you think of it, if you think about it in the bigger scheme of things, there's no bigger scheme. What's the scheme? You already said you wanted to clap some 17-year-old cheeks. Sir, you're in your 30s. He said there's not much difference between a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old, which chronologically, no, but legally, yes.
Thank you, Terrell.
Thank you, Terrell. Legally, yes. He said, but also, quote, I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think is fine. I said, listen, man, as long as the chick got a college ID, she's getting smashed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. She just turned 17. She's going to get.
Oh, that is?
That's academics. You. Why?
Because it's academics. Because
You really doubled down on in public and said this?
not even that. The fact that you have his fans, okay, that are defending him, okay, that literally sat there and said, oh, well, he said that when he was, I don't give a fuck if he said it this week, last week, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, 20 years ago. It is not cool.
And
You
this is not really specifying whether he said it recently or what, but I think it has resurfaced.
They're saying that he said it a couple of years ago when he was in his early 20s or something. But the thing is, I'm sorry as an adult. When I turned 18, just a 17-year-old coming to me I was like, no, sir.
Mhm.
Or ma'am. Nope.
Nope.
Look, we're only a year apart.
You're underage. Get off my page.
I say to them, okay, so tell me, can an infant date a 1-year-old? I'll wait. That'd be weird, right? Don't give me that 1 year apart shit. Don't give me that 1 year apart shit.
Because legally, honey, that's a no.
I look at the world that we are in. This is not the only, it seems like a lot of this stuff is coming out. There's even an actor right now that's on the run. Can't find him after he was
Yeah.
a 12-year-old. What, I think she's 12 years old.
12?
Yeah, grooming her. These celebrities are these
Lord.
celebrities. I think he plays The Flash. What show was he in? I don't want to misquote that.
One of them CW shows?
Yeah. He was in the DMs
Wow.
talking to this underage girl, and you know how these young girls are. You know, it's their favorite celebrity, and oh my god, and let's keep this a secret. Listen, I'm exactly Music Master. I'm not going to jail, Your Honor. And also, as a celebrity,
Wait a minute. Ezra Miller?
yes, can't lie though. When I was 16, I was dealing with 24. But you see what Don Juan. The thing that's crazy about that
A
is,
lot of 16-year-olds would take that as a badge of honor.
yeah,
They
I was
wouldn't care about that.
16, there was girls that were like, my man, while you guys are like going home on curfew, we're driving around in his vehicle that his parents own, and he's 24, but don't say anything. I'm like, bitch, can you bring him to prom though? You can't. So what kind of love? What kind of love is
You
this?
definitely can't bring him to prom. He'd already graduated, and the principal recognizes him. Like, bro, you graduated about 4 years ago. What the hell?
My last girl was 43. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I was 26. I was talking to a dude that was like 21. Still felt wrong. Still
No, I
felt
can't. I can't go backwards. I can't go backwards.
it was a lot of fun, you know, hanging out and living that life,
Yeah,
drinking,
no.
smoking, driving around, shooting pool and stuff. But at night I would say to myself, when I was 4, this nigga was 1.
Damn, sir, you cougar hunting.
Nah,
Wow.
I was a cougar. And his friends would say that, like, oh, you call yourself a cougar. And I'm like, they would look at me, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 26. They're like, you're not no 26, you're 21. I'm like, I'm flattered. But please,
26.
I just could not. But it's sad. Honestly, these celebrities need to be held accountable for this creepy shit.
That is some creepy shit.
And academics, your fans are as creepy and disgusting as you if they're defending you on some real shit.
And they are, and that is the sick shit about it. This whole Ezra Miller thing, I hadn't I seen it on TikTok, I've seen it on Twitter. I hadn't really delved into it. We'll get into that next week, I suppose. But this person, I guess, uses the terms them, they, them.
Jav says how are these young women in the vicinity of older men like this? It's called grooming.
It's sick. It's nasty.
Grooming is, it's not about how you get them or get in the vicinity of them. It's the skill that they have in order to make it worth it for them.
Who was the guy who married his stepdaughter? Not Woody Allen. Who's a black dude?
Who, Elvis, who's getting a biopic? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a recently it was a black man and this young girl, and I think it was her stepfather or something to that effect. Next thing you know, they got married. He had pretty much had his eye on her for a long time. He's like 40 something and she's like 19 or something like that. Yeah, John Forte. Yeah, he did it too.
It's a shame. And I hope, you know what, honestly, I hope academics becomes deplatformed for this. And y'all don't forget, y'all get mad.
He needs to be arrested. That's what needs to happen. He needs to be arrested and registered as a sex offender because that is creepy. You not only did that once, you've said that numerous times about women, underage young women. That's nasty, bro.
He sure did. And
he shot and castrated. Diddy, another one. How old is JT? Oh no, Young Miami. How old is Young Miami?
Too young.
Siri. No, she don't want to listen to me today.
They got Bill Cosby. Yeah, get academics too.
Facts. Hey Siri. Or no? Hey Siri. How old is Young Miami?
The answer I found is 5 years.
No, she's not. Let's not do that.
That's very young.
That's super. They've been together like as a group for 5 years. Okay, no, that wasn't what I was asking.
Honestly, Jab, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna front. Again, I look at all sides. There are some young girls that do know consequences. You know what I'm saying? And they will purposely get you fucked up in the game because they know. They know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that all girls do this, but I'm saying there are girls that do trap men. They don't tell them their real age until shit gets real. Oh, you're not gonna give me $10,000? Okay, well, guess what? I'm really 16.
Young Miami is 28. Diddy is 52. Nobody sees nothing wrong with this. I mean, I know they're both grown, but she's dating her father.
Age gaps mean everything. And yes,
Age gaps means a lot.
Aaliyah was 15. And again, Aaliyah's parents let that happen though.
Unfortunately.
They let that happen. I'm not saying that they said, here you go.
No, R. Kelly pulled a Ike Turner and told mom and dad, I'm gonna make her a superstar. All she gotta do is listen to me. Let me mold her.
Sign over. She got signed. Great. So guess what? Sign her over to me. I'm going to take very good care of her.
I will be her legal guardian.
And the parents, they're like, oh my God, I can finally pay off my mortgage off of. You know what? I get so frustrated when I think about that, especially now with these YouTube kids. You know, you watch these shows and these parents are literally selling their kids for sponsorships.
They're living vicariously through their children, and it's sad. It's sick.
Like, look at Ryan's World. That little kid used to be happy playing with toys. Now he looks like
he looks like he's stressed out and just ready to quit.
Oh wow! Well, guys, this is a little boat that you guys can get. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. I know he's tired of that shit. A lot of these kids are tired of that shit.
I know he can't wait to age out of that shit. Like, Mama, I don't want to do this no more.
Oh, I hope. I'm putting money on this. Ryan is going to become a podcaster that's going to review other toys in the future, especially the way that they are grooming these children to. And there are some YouTubers out here that have been talking about how they've been meeting up at these little collaborations and, you know, collaborating. So y'all really, y'all need to stop putting your kids. If your kid is smart, intelligent, fun, they don't need a channel. They don't need a show.
They don't need to be thrust into the limelight.
They don't need that. Let them be kids. I watch some of these shows with Gina and I shake my head. Like, come on. Like, I literally shake my head. This dude is a dad who takes pictures of his children doing ballet and shit. I don't see anything wrong with that. They do these little challenges in New York, like find the first lamppost that you can and try to do this. And they do it. Cute. But then I said, it got kind of weird when the father kept insinuating that one of the boys had a crush on his daughter. And I was like, okay, you said that the first 10 episodes that Wait, think that he has a crush.
No.
And then you're like, you go to their YouTube, you go to their Instagrams, you go to all this stuff. And I said to my little one, like, yo, like, I don't really think you should watch this show. She got so fucking mad. What's inappropriate about this one now? I was like, I just don't like how the father is just very not appropriate with certain things that he says. She says to me, Mom, I know the difference between what's appropriate and what's not. And she's like, the boy has a crush on her and the dad knows. What's so wrong with that? I was like, it doesn't need to be on YouTube. That's what's wrong with that.
They're kids.
They are children. Your child comes to you and they have a little crush. Why does that have to be an episode? Why does that have to be an episode? You know, it's y'all don't let these kids have no type of mystery. Y'all showing their first tooth that fell out. Like, who the fuck? Why would
you're showing them in their bathing suits, little girls in two pieces? And I hate that we have to shield and protect our kids so much because there are some nasty, creepy ass predators out there who can't wait to sexualize the first thing about a child. Like my kid, my little cousin is 7 years old, and she looks kind of older to be 7, but she wears these little two pieces, and you know I've seen a picture on social media. I'm like, I wish they hadn't posted that because there is someone here that preys or used to prey on children. Like, there is a sexual predator on this app somewhere that is looking at that and saving it and putting it in the spank bank.
Music Master, you know, I know exactly how you feel, man. I don't think that kids need social media. I'm like, if you can't chill with mofos in your own classroom, why do you need to be online?
Right.
Why do you need that? Like, social media is not for kids. Like, I understand having pen pals and shit. We used to write to people.
Even that got screened because Mama reading that letter before you do.
Right. But, you know, social media, I see kids on TikTok that are 7, 8 years old and, you know, talking about shit that they're talking about. And I just, like, I try to be the big cousin to these kids. Right. I will. I literally, when they come onto my page, because some pages you see, it's just adults only. I don't want to have no conversation. Don't DM me. Don't answer. Don't tell me that I remind you of your big sister. Don't do that. Right.
Right.
Me, I leave my door open. Right. I've already had 2 kids on TikTok that told me about bullying or being annoyed at home, and I just talk to them like a mom. Like, look, talk to your priest. Talk to, because you don't want to be that person to go on social media and see that they unalived themselves and you were the last person that they reached out to.
And you weren't able to do anything to help them.
Right. So I give them very general information. Look, you're being bullied. Look, get a backbone. It took a long time for me to grow mine. If you like my page, I talk about this shit a lot. But please talk to your parents. Please talk. Parents, y'all need to be figuring out who your kids are DMing to. A lot of these people that have profile pictures that look like cartoons and shit, yeah, it's the old ass dude in his mother's basement. Close out the show. I definitely want to say there is a woman on TikTok that was asking a question that I really want to slap the living shit out of her, because it was literally, you didn't have to ask us, but whatever. And a woman moved into an apartment recently, and she was cleaning, whatever. All of us, we don't look underneath do we look under the sink and shit like that when we first move in? That makes me kind of squeamy.
I do.
So of course she's cleaning, and she found all around the sink, like I guess whatever you would put the caulking, little girl's panties. So
what?
Yeah, I'm dead ass. I'm gonna send it to you. She says, so I'm gonna ask you guys a question, social media, on TikTok. What do I do?
What the fuck do you mean? Why are you coming to TikTok with that?
Not only did you fuck up my sleep for the evening, why would you ask us? Why would you go on social media and ask a question like that? What if and when I tell you that it was packed, she was like, I want to, some people had a theory that what if it was a little girl that was being abused by her parents and she wet the bed or something and she was afraid and decided to change it. And no, she was actually Latina. And the kid got scared and said, oh my God, I don't want my mom and dad to hit me. So let me just stuff it. But I was like, it was just too perfectly stuffed. It was too perfectly stuffed. So she's like, I don't know, should I call the cops? I mean, you never seen Cold Case Files, ma'am? You've never seen
Forensic Files?
Never seen none of these shows. So you may have discovered a potential crime scene. You came onto social media and aired it out, which either potentially put this child or children in danger. Because now what's going to happen? They're going to go have to find the original owner, and now they're going to have to find out if that kid was okay, or if these children are okay. But I'm like, some of this stuff, if you have to come to social media and ask if you should call the police, don't call us.
Yeah, don't ask us.
Call the police and ask to speak to a desk sergeant. That's what you do. Can I please speak to a desk sergeant? Hi, desk sergeant. My name is so-and-so. I was cleaning my house, and I think I have discovered a potential crime scene. What do I need to do? That's what you do.
All right.
That's what you do. You don't start a 3-minute story time telling us about when you first moved in and all this other shit. We didn't ask for that. You can't put that online, bruh. If you have discovered a potential crime scene that involves children, call the fucking desk sergeant. Don't ask TikTok. Don't ask Twitter. Don't ask Caffeine.
The dumbest thing you could do is jump on social media.
Now, perhaps if they do the investigation and everything is cool, you could say, hey guys, I have a crazy story. Let me tell you about what happened to me. But don't do it in the process of something like that. So yes. Yeah. And Don Juan, people don't have common sense at all.
Like my mom always says, a flower that does not grow in everybody's garden.
Hey guys, so I found a bullet shard on my window glass and there was a murder last week. What should I do?
Reenacted, bitch. Dumbasses.
But I hope I'm like, I had to follow this bitch because I have to know the outcome of this. I need to know what the outcome is. And I'm also going to write about it because I'm like, she's still pondering. Should I call the police? They're gonna take apart my kitchen. They're gonna take apart my.
So the fuck what,
So
bitch?
then why did you tell us then? Why did you?
You could possibly save someone's life, but you're too busy on TikTok trying to get views.
The most dumbest shit.
Dumb shit.
We have to have a segment for that. People do the most dumbest shit on social media. Just have it.
Oh, I could find some shit. Oh yeah, no, we're definitely going to introduce that segment next week.
So that was like the that's what it is. That was the most dumbest shit that I've ever seen this week.
Dumb shit of the week.
Let's do it Sunday. I'll be gaming here on I'm gaming here on the time live. You pull up on cam for that. All right, you pull up on cam for that. Yo, make sure y'all are in my Discord server. Yo, I be having the little clubhouse chats that we can't talk about online. You know what I'm saying? I just did a video last night that I just posted, and that is the type of context that we talk about around the Wicked Observation Show. You're in the Discord? Yeah, I gotta really use it. I promise I'll use it.
I forgot it's on there. I forgot I have it. I don't go on there no more. Like we don't use it.
Between Discord and Telegram, I mean, I forgot. I went on to Telegram. I was about to delete the shit. You have 300 followers. What the fuck?
Okay.
You added you and 7 into the RTIM server or our personal servers? It's probably the RTIM.
I think it was the RTIM server when we were using it.
Yeah, we have to do something with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anywho,
ladies and gentlemen, that concludes.
I'm actually gonna close out the show with a music video my cousin just dropped today. Shout out to him, D Blaze, the Pyro, my cousin.
Shout out.
So I'm gonna close the show out with his video that he dropped today.
All right, and before we do that, y'all already know what it is that I got to do for y'all. Got to give this good old, nice, shiny, just beautiful head, nigga. Damn. Award because you did not ask for it, but you know it's free shit. Yeah, it's the echo for me. It just yeah. It just makes it more fun.
It was another random thing that we adopted and just it became
just stuck with it.
Yeah,
it's what they expect. We want to thank y'all for tuning in with us. We do apologize that we did not go live Wednesday, but we will be on next Wednesday. And I know I say that and something always pop up. Charge it. Just charge it to the retrograde, to the Gatorade, because shit's kicking ass right now.
For real.
This Gatorade is kicking ass right now, and we're trying to navigate around this shit, and it's hard. But in the meantime, if you know someone that's going through a little bit of mental illness, suicide, bullying, alcoholism, things like that, please give them these numbers. Tell them to Google it. These are 24-hour numbers. Free, toll free, all that free shit. We love free shit. Just give it to them. Also, be there for them. Be an ear, be a shoulder to cry on. Let them vent. Let them do whatever it is they want to do. Just don't let them hurt themselves, please. So yeah, these are these good old numbers that you can use. Also, artists, I know we said this, and I kind of want to get into it sometime. Do an interview with the artist, and I figured the first person we can bring on is D Blaze for our first interview. We'll have to work out logistics and all that, but I kind of want to start doing that because I want to bring back the indie music aspect of the show. I love the randomness, but I guess it's kind of crazy calling it the RTIM show if we don't have the IM.
Well, we were waiting for everybody to get their pandemic records finished too. So.
Yeah, like listen, RTIM show at gmail.com. If you want to send your music, please do. Like SoundCloud, Apple Music. I don't have Spotify anymore, but if you have it and it is copywritten and it is cleared and we won't get flagged, we want it. All genres. We want it. It's a genre. They don't fit on the bad bitch roster. Like we want all that shit. Just send it.
Yes.
All right. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, Caffeine, we fucks with you. Thank you so very much for tuning in with us. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Also, we got a new follower on Twitter. Thank you, follower on Twitter, for joining us. We will be back next week at 7:15 for more foolery, more fuckery, more shenanigans. The RTIM Show on behalf of Minx, Couture, and myself. We bid you, ladies and gentlemen, a good night. And you have a very safe, prosperous weekend. Stay out in the heat. Stay hydrated, and please put on some damn deodorant. It's too hot to be walking around with some sweaty ass armpits. And we out this bitch till next week.
Stay tuned to my cousin's music video, Deep Blaze, The Pyro, featuring 9 Millie. What the fuck? Why did it do this? Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready. Fall in love. To fall in love.
Bounce. It's raining outside with the sunshine. Gotta stick and move from the one time. Or the new rollie in his bust down. All the pretty girls wanna fuck now. Sipping good drink in my cup now. Looking down on you cause I'm up now. Feeling like a